Final game number 2 between Hazard and Powell County. I'm Jeff Campbell along with Jarrett Napier. Jarrett, game number 1 was a dandy. Estill County defeated Knott County Central 9-8. They were down 8-5 entering the bottom of the 7th inning. A great first game, and we're expecting the same thing here in game number 2.
Yeah, really great tournament atmosphere and just tournament sort of gameplay in game number 1 there. You know, just really sort of sets the scene for tonight. A great ball game that ultimately puts Estill County into that region championship game that will soon follow this game. But, you know, we've still got stuff to settle here in the semifinals. And like you said, Jeff, I think we're shaping up for a great one.
You know, all throughout this season, you know, a lot of people had this game circled. We were going to do the Hazard-Powell County game at Hazard and got rained out. Powell County drove all the way to Hazard. And if I'm not mistaken, Hazard drove all the way to Stanton. And sort of the same thing happened. Powell County, you know, they won the Section 2A state tournament, and Hazard just an outstanding season. And these two of the premier teams in the 14th region on display here with a chance to get to the finals.
Yeah, Powell County kind of been there all year. You know, really, like you said, winning that 2A state tournament. Really playing well in the 14th region the entire year. I would say Hazard has had more of an upward progression throughout the year. They've gotten a lot better as the season has went on, and they're playing some really great tournament baseball at the moment. And, you know, like you said, just a little bit of a unique opportunity as these teams didn't get to play in the regular season, so they're going to get their first looks at each other tonight. But, you know, like we were there at Hazard as they were trying to get that game in even through the rain, and we kind of thought that both teams were trying to force the issue, trying to get that game in because they knew they're both contenders. And a little bit unfortunate that they didn't get to play in the regular season, but we're going to get to see a true matchup tonight.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Hazard, winners of the 54th district tournament, 23 wins, 11 losses on the season. Powell County, they were the winners of the 56th district tournament. They defeated this Estill County team that's already in the regional championship. Their record 27-9. Powell County coached by Frank Spencer, the Bulldogs by Chris Varney. And, you know, it's going to come down to playing clean. That game before us, although it was a very well-played game, there were some mistakes on both sides. And, you know, Knott County, I'm sure, thinking, you know, we had our chances. And Estill County just happy to get out of here with a win. But both these teams to advance here, you know, they got to play some clean baseball.
Yeah, especially, you know, just clean in big situations. You know, you're kind of at the high school level, you're going to expect some mistakes. You know, you want to limit those mistakes and limit the damage that they cause. But, you know, it's more about the situational play. So whenever the moments are the biggest, whenever the most is asked of you, can you kind of show up for your team and make a big play? And that's kind of been the question, you know, throughout the history of this 14th region tournament. And I think that still holds true. And I think that's something that we saw in the previous game and something that we'll see here between the Bulldogs and the Pirates.
We sure appreciate you folks tuning us in here on the East Kentucky Sports Network. We'll send it back to the station for our first commercial break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups and be set for action after this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Trust is delivering on promises, and People's Bank and Trust has been doing exactly that. They have the planning and the resources you need to help you take advantage of opportunities. With all the technology you need to make banking easy, your success requires vision and the resources of a bank that's on your side. That's People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. They're here for you. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Over the last 20 years, Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has added several new services to their already existing family practice, internal medicine, pediatrics, in-house lab, and radiology. These services include mammography with diagnostic mammograms and breast biopsies, behavioral health, and now Beacons of Hope. Call today to schedule an appointment at any of our locations in Hazard, Hindman, Vico, Hyden, and now in Whitesburg. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health plays a huge role in overall well-being. When you feel mentally well, you're more able to enjoy life and the people in it. Feel better about yourself, keeping up with fulfilling relationships, and manage stress. Schedule an appointment today with the mental health professionals at Little Flower Clinic. Brandy Carmichael and Janie Thompson both are board certified and have numerous years of experience in their field. You are worthy of happiness and peace of mind. Make the call today, 606-487-9505.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, you know, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service Company offers a wide range of products including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts and structure, drain pipe, underground miner cap lights. They even have muck and Matterhorn boots and a wide selection of knee pads. Mine Service, locally owned on Highway 15 just south of Hazard, also with a branch on Business 23 in Wise, Virginia. Celebrating over 100 years in the mining industry. Mine Service Company.
WSGS Hazard.
Welcome back, everyone, to Knox County Central here in Hyman, Kentucky for the 14th Region Baseball Tournament. Semifinal game number 2 between the Hazard Bulldogs and the Powell County Pirates. Jeff Campbell along with Jarrett Napier. Isaiah Johnson on the mound tonight for Hazard. And for Powell County, it will be Kyle Nickel on the mound. And both these young men getting a baseball in a very important pressure-packed situation.
Yeah, pressure-packed, but I think you've got two arms that are really up to the challenge. Just looking at them throughout the season, Kyle Nickel, we'll start with him for Powell County, coming in as a senior on the year, so obviously a lot of experience there playing for those Powell County Pirates. 14 appearances on the year, 8 of those coming as starts, a 7-2 record in there, so impressive there, but a 2.56 ERA for him, so a lot of work on the season, some quality appearances it looks like for him, doing a lot of work as a starter. On the other hand, for the Hazard Bulldogs, Isaiah Johnson, who's an arm we've seen a lot in tournament play for the Bulldogs, but only a freshman, and he comes into the game with 11 appearances on the year, but only one of those appearances came as a start. He does have 5 decisions with 1 start, which is really impressive. So a 5-0 record and a 2.10 ERA for him, and the kid that's really impressed me. I've just got to see him obviously a lot more than Kyle Nickel, and he's going to work good stuff around the strike zone most of the night. But we'll see how he holds up as a freshman, and typically not a starter for the Hazard Bulldogs.
A lot of confidence in that young man by Coach Varney, giving him the baseball in this semifinal game. The winner will advance to take on the Engineers of Estill County. They defeated Knox County Central in game 1 tonight. And Hazard and Powell County, both teams finished with a warm-up. And we're getting ready to get this thing started. We'll take a look at the starting lineup. First for Powell County, leading off will be number 1, Dylan Carter. He will be in center field. Batting second for the Pirates, number 32, the pitcher Kyle Nickel. Third will be the shortstop, number 42, Cam Del Rosario. And batting cleanup for the Pirates, the first baseman, number 24, Austin Begley. Batting fifth, wearing number 35, the third baseman, L.W. Napier. Batting sixth for Powell County, number 20, Carter Poe. He will be in right field. Seventh will be number 2, the catcher, Drew Miller. Then it will be the designated hitter, number 9, Kane Knox. And in that 9th spot, number 5, Levi Wells will be in left field. In the field but not batting, number 10, Bo Begley, and he'll be at second base for the Pirates, Jarrett. And taking a look at this Hazard lineup, it's something that we've seen pretty consistently this year.
Yeah, they're going to be the road team in this matchup, so they'll have the bats here to start the game. But we're going to see a traditional defensive lineup for them, but we'll run through the batting order that's pretty much stayed the same for them as well. Leading off the first baseman tonight, number 7, Max Pelfrey. After him, a guy who's really swinging it well in this postseason, the catcher, number 2, Clint Davidson. After him in the 3-hole, number 15, the third baseman tonight, Gage Logan. Batting cleanup will be number 6, the shortstop, Tucker Napier. After him, number 5, Trace Kincaid, playing second base tonight. Batting sixth and wearing number 1 in right field will be the lone senior for the Hazard Bulldogs, Skylar Cheney. After him, the big swing of the first round, number 9, Talon Goins, the center fielder. Batting eighth will be Evan Aikman in right field, wearing number 3. And then rounding out the order for the Bulldogs is the young pitcher, Isaiah Johnson, wearing number 11.
Yeah, you alluded to it. Both of these teams getting here. Powell County in the opening round defeated Letcher Central in sort of a blowout. They beat Letcher Central 12-1. A much closer contest for Hazard as they defeated a very good Wolfe County baseball team 3-1. Hazard was behind 1-0 in the 6th inning, and Jared, you alluded to it. A big 3-run home run by Talon Goins gave the Bulldogs the lead. They closed it out in the 7th to advance to tonight's semifinal round where they are taking on the Powell County Pirates. And seen some excellent baseball here at the 14th Region Tournament. If you're close, swing by Hyman, come up on the hill, and I'm sure you'll be entertained by two very good baseball teams.
Yeah, we've had good crowds, really. The whole tournament's really a great thing to see. Great job by Knott County hosting. They obviously have the unique field position here. They've got sort of the bleachers over here down the third base line, so a great place to watch a ball game from. If you haven't got a chance, we've really seen some great baseball.
The championship of the 14th Region Baseball Tournament will be on Friday, May the 31st. It will start at 6:30 here at Knott County Central. Estill County already punched their ticket, and they'll take on the winner of this game, either Hazard or Powell County. And just an exciting time of year, watching the news and keeping up with a lot of these scores from the mountains. A lot of high-quality baseball players, high-quality teams vying for a chance to get to that state tournament.
Yeah, I think, we talked about it in the regular season and really all year long, I think that most would agree this has been, one of the most open 14th region tournaments in a long time. And, it's because so many teams are coming in here with a great quality of play and also playing good baseball at the right time. So we've had a really exciting tournament so far. Unfortunately, some really, really nice teams have, ended their seasons, but we've still got a lot left on the line here in the tournament.
Also, one player of note I do want to mention, the shortstop for Powell County, Camdell Rosario. Had a chance to see this kid play the last couple of years for Powell County. He's got a great glove, a great arm, and he's an exciting player to watch. And I'm sure we'll be calling his name several times here this evening for Powell County. Powell County, Kyle Nickel, pitcher, on the mound taking his warm-up tosses. Bulldogs out of their dugouts, bats in hand, and we're almost ready for baseball here on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Yeah, chomping at the bit here. All the Bulldogs out here with a bat. Seems like everybody's got a bat in their hands. And Powell County kind of tossing it around a little bit. Del Rosario getting some throws in, as you mentioned him. And, not only is he a spectacular player out there at shortstop, but, really a wide range of plays that he's capable of making and a good arm to kind of save himself at times. He's also a big bat in the lineup. He's hitting third for the Pirates tonight, and he's an experienced player that, can hit for contact and power as well and can really get things churning when he gets on the base pass. So
we've not seen this Powell County team play this year. We did see them play a couple times over the last several years here on the East Kentucky Sports Network against Perry Central and Hazard. And it seems like that this team has, Powell County sort of grown up together. You mentioned Hazard with a one lone senior. Powell County's got several, and, they're primed and ready to try to get to the regional championship.
Yeah, and even if they're not seniors, they've got a lot of recognizable names that, we remember from covering. Over the years, we've got, Begley at first base, Del Rosario, Nickel, like you said, L.W. Napier playing third base. We've got a lot of those same kind of names that they've really stuck together, and that's often a hallmark of a nice team.
We're getting ready to start this one as the leadoff batter for Hazard, Max Pelfrey, steps into the batter's box. Nickel, ball in hand. First pitch on its way. Gonna miss downstairs, ball one to Pelfrey.
Looked like the breaking ball there, big slow one. Starting over the middle of the plate and working outside, ball one. Looks like they're going to give him a heavy dose of curveball to start the game.
Comes back with a fastball in there, strike one. Evens the count to Pelfrey, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Probably a good idea to come back aggressive with the fastball before you get behind too early. I'd look for him to still lean curveball.
1-1 pitch, catches the outside corner, strike two.
A good hard fastball. Maybe just trying to catch Pelfrey a little bit off guard, coming with that first pitch off speed and putting two right on the corner.
See if he gives him the hook here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Another fastball. Pelfrey puts it in play. Grounds it over to second. Fielded cleanly on to first to retire Pelfrey. Nice play by Bo Begley out there at second base to retire Max Pelfrey.
Yeah, nice play for sure. And you got to credit Nickel out there pitching pretty aggressively to start the game here. The first pitch off speed comes back with 3 straight fastballs. But then Begley, I call it kind of a no-nonsense out there as he's able to just come get that ball on the run, never let it get up on him and try to eat him up, and makes a nice play.
Pelfrey gives the next batter, Clint Davidson, a little advice as Davidson steps into the batter's box. Here's the pitch, fastball, strike 1 to the Bulldog catcher, Clint Davidson.
Yeah, another fastball there on the outside corner once again. Looks like they want to keep the fastball away for now. Try to get ahead now.
There's a big curveball, gets Davidson swinging. No balls, 2 strikes to count.
Just a huge change in speed from the fastball to the off speed. So as long as you can disguise that arm angle, it's going to be really hard for these hazard hitters to combat that.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses outside. It'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes to Davidson.
Tried to come back with the heat on the outside corner, just stretches it a bit. But Davidson probably going to shorten up a little bit here and just try to get that timing down and see if he can pick up on when the curveball's coming.
Puts the fastball in play, grounds it to Del Rosario. It's short over the first for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Hazard here in the top of the first inning.
Another hard hit ground ball for Hazard, but once again a nice play by this Powell County Pirate infield as Del Rosario, who we mentioned, just kind of comes and gets that one at the end of the infield grass on a full sprint. Makes a clean play over to first base, so they're taking care of business here in the top of the first inning.
Yeah, he plays really deep. I mean, he's almost in the outfield grass right now, but very aggressively charged the ground ball from Davidson and made a good throw to first. Gage Logan, the third baseman for Hazard, to the plate. Here's the pitch from Nickel. Swung on up the middle, fielded by Begley at second, over to first to retire Logan. 3 up, 3 down for the Bulldogs here in the top of the first. Powell County will come to the plate in the bottom half when we get back from this short break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Dig into Fazoli's Italian classics and find your new favorite. Our baked ziti, baked spaghetti, and loaded fettuccine alfredo are prepared with fresh, high-quality ingredients and all your favorite sauces and toppings, cooked to bubbly perfection. These Italian classics are loaded with flavor and handcrafted to order just for you. And you can't forget about our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks. Find your new favorite with our Italian classics and break breadsticks with us only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dining only. Tax not included. Fazoli's and logo are federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In Kentucky, basketball is a long-standing tradition steeped in championship history. We at Kemper Furniture are proud to be able to support the Big Blue Nation on WSGS. Come see us at Kemper Furniture and shop all the winning brands that have stood the test of time. And let our all-star team help you choose the best seat in the house. Kemper Furniture, families serving families since 1963.
WSGS.
Back, folks, to Knott County Central High School, the 14th Region Baseball Tournament semifinal game between Hazard and Powell County. No hits for Hazard in the top of the first. Powell County comes to plate here in the bottom half. Still scoreless, 0-0, Jarrett. And interesting to see how this Bulldog, pitching staff will approach Powell County.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously probably going to be a little bit, careful early on, especially with a guy who can locate as well as Isaiah Johnson can. And, he should be warmed up and pretty much ready to go as he's getting the start tonight, not having that situation where he's asked to come straight from second base. So he should be ready to locate early. I look for him to kind of stay away and see if they can pitch pretty conservatively and get these early outs. But they've got a tall task. They've got some great hitters at the top of this Pirate order, and Del Rosario always kind of circled on another team's radar.
It will be Dylan Carter leading things off for Powell County, then Kyle Nickel. Then, as Jarrett just mentioned, Camdell Rosario. Here's the first pitch to Carter. Misses outside. Ball one. One ball, no strikes to the Pirate center fielder.
They tried to backdoor the curveball there for the first pitch of the ball game and just didn't really finish it. Kind of hangs out there to the outside part of the plate.
Second pitch misses downstairs. Ball 2-0 the count now. Carter bats from the left side. Really crowding that plate.
Yeah, he is. And they're trying to use that curveball to break it back off into the outside corner, but not really executing it well early.
This one misses upstairs. Ball 3. 3-0 count now to Carter. He'll be all take right here.
Yeah, for sure. Not always, but as the first batter of the ball game for your team, you're all take. You're 3-0 trying to get on base.
Johnson finds a strike zone with that fastball. 3-1 now the count to the leadoff hitter for Powell County, Dylan Carter.
Good solid fastball from Johnson. Got a lot of arm side run on it. It's a true two-seamer.
Got him swinging there. 3 balls, 2 counts. So Johnson gets behind early, works it back full.
Yeah, two-seamer working away from the left-hand hitter. Probably actually swung at a ball there.
Next pitch misses inside. So Carter is going to draw a leadoff walk and put a base runner aboard for Powell County here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, great at bat there for Carter, the left-hander who, just looking at him, he also plays center field. Looks like he's got a lot of speed out there, so, got to be wary of that if you're Hazard. But, the just about a picture-perfect start to the game if you're Powell County on offense there, just finding a way to get on base.
Kyle Nickel, the new batter for the Pirates, the pitcher for Powell County, as Johnson tosses one over to first, chases Carter back safely.
Not Johnson's best move over there, but a good solid one.
Another throw to first. Nickel back safely again.
Same sort of move there as Carter actually ends standing up that time. He was diving the pitch before that, so decreased the lead, looks like.
Here's the pitch. Nickel shows bunt, pulls it back. It'll be ball 1 to Kyle Nickel. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on first.
Yeah, you'd like to be ahead if you're Hazard, and if they're going to sacrifice, you'd like to take that out. But maybe not the worst situation in the world there, as Powell County kind of shows their hand at maybe trying to bunt here. Nickel going to step out and look down to third base. But Gage Logan, the third baseman for Hazard, playing way up that third baseline now. Maybe trying to make a play at second.
Another throw to first. Carter back safely. 1 ball, no strikes to Kyle Nickel. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Leadoff runner aboard for the Pirates. Showing Carter a lot of respect with that speed you alluded to, Jared, throwing back again.
Yeah, I think a good decision on multiple fronts there, trying to decrease that lead, give yourself a chance, but also killing this momentum for Powell County a little bit.
Huge swing and a miss by Nickel on that fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count now.
Yeah, showed bunt with the first pitch, and maybe they see the reaction from Hazard as Logan so far up the baseline decided to let him swing away, and he took advantage of that opportunity. Hard to be more aggressive than that. Just swings through it.
Curveball, strike 2. Pretty pitch from Johnson. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Definitely the best curve of the night for Johnson. A lot of times for a right-hander, especially early in the game, it's so much easier to throw that curveball, righty on righty, because it's breaking away from the hitter. It's not as dangerous to miss with that pitch against the right-hander as it can often be against the left-hander.
I always notice how in the batter's box they sort of wipe away the inside part of the batter's box, but it looks like Kyle Nickel is standing over where the batter's box line was. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Davidson, nice stop behind the plate. Keeps Carter from advancing to second. The count will be 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kyle Nickel.
Pretty solid curveball there. Starts it on the outside corner, breaks it off there. Don't really want to see that one in the dirt, with a runner like Carter on base, but you trust the catcher and Clint Davidson to make a play there. But 2-2 now, going to have to make a pitch.
Another toss to first. Carter back safely. What is that, 7 throws to first?
Several for sure, but probably a good idea there. And I think you can kind of hear a little groan from the crowd there. It looked like Carter might have taken a step towards second before he dove back into first base.
Another toss over. Yeah, the toss over before that, Pelfrey applied the tag, and looked at the umpire like he thought he got him, but he didn't slide going in, so.
It was a much closer play. I think he kind of made a little bit of a move towards second.
Pitch in the dirt. Davidson blocks it. Runner goes. Throw down. Not in time. So Carter, good base running, saw the pitch down in the dirt and took advantage of it and gets the free base.
Yeah, good block by Clint Davidson and a good throw down there. But a nice, really aggressive base running from Dylan Carter. And like we mentioned, using that speed to get himself in scoring position. Interestingly, Hazard covers second base with the second baseman there with a right-handed hitter at the plate, so likely trying to keep the shortstop at home playing the second baseman closer to the bag. So he has to come all the way around the bag before he can catch the ball and make the tag. Makes it a little bit harder to throw somebody out that way.
Another walk. So Nickel had worked the count full on that previous pitch. That one misses high and out of the zone. So back-to-back walks to get things started for Powell County here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, and Clint Davidson going to jog out from behind the dish and go have a word with Isaiah Johnson, the young freshman, as is Max Felford. It looks like each member of the Hazard infield going to come have a separate conversation with Johnson, really getting behind him as they understand that this is sort of a momentous at-bat at such an early stage of the ball game as Cam Del Rosario steps in.
Del Rosario to the plate. The home plate umpire stepping out saying something, I'm not sure what. We're a long way away and obviously can't hear him with this huge crowd. Del Rosario at the plate, runners on first and second, nobody out. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch. Del Rosario bunts it. Back to the pitcher. The second baseman has to cover. Kincaid gets there in time to retire Del Rosario on the sac bunt, but the runners do advance. So move Carter over to third and Nickel to second with Austin Begley coming to the plate.
I think a really good decision there by Powell County. With a hitter like Cam Del Rosario at the plate, I think that a lot of teams could get a little bit overly aggressive and try to hit him and see if he could put something in the gaps, and he's definitely capable of that, but got enough speed to put pressure on you if he bunts. You get two runners in scoring position for only one out that way and still has a close play at first. Hazard well prepared with the bunt defense. Trace Kincaid coming from second to cover first base and get an important out.
New batter for Powell County, the first baseman, Austin Begley, watches strike one. So Johnson getting ahead to the cleanup batter for Powell County.
Yeah, good job by him just locating early, getting that fastball over. Now he can sort of lean on the curveball to more of a power hitter in Begley.
Big curveball. You called it, Jarrett. Swing and a miss by Begley. No balls, 2 strikes to count.
So important for Johnson to locate, especially against a hitter like Begley. Get that fastball over early. You can lean on the curveball later. Begley's kind of a big swinger. You want to lean on the off speed.
This pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to count.
That's a good 0-2 fastball there. Just come back after the big hook that Begley's going to try to adjust to. But good time to come back to the fastball. See if you can stretch that corner, get him leaning a little bit. But that can also set up the next pitch.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses upstairs. Will even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on second and third. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, Johnson and the Bulldogs try to come back with a hard fastball there, elevated. And that one's over the plate, but just a little bit above the zone as Clint Davidson frames it, but doesn't get the call.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Big curveball. Got an appeal down to first that he held up. Hazard fans thought it should have been a strike, but it called a ball, so now a 3-2 count, full count to Begley.
Yeah, close miss just off the outside corner there. Really quality curveball from Johnson. It starts over the middle and just misses outside. Big time 3-2 pitch coming up.
Begley asks for time, steps out of the box.
I think, Hazard has shown, especially with how many times they've pitched Johnson, they really trust him. I think you have to go to the 3-2 off speed here. You can't risk grooving a fastball this early.
Just that, and got him looking. Pretty curveball. Sets Begley down for the first strikeout of the night for Isaiah Johnson.
Yeah, great situation for Hazard there, as that's almost the exact same pitch as the pitch before, but just a little bit shifted back toward the plate there. Able to catch the outside corner and get a good hitter in Austin Begley looking there. So now they're able to face these 2 runners in scoring position, at least with 2 outs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs can just now get the out at first as the new batter for Powell County, L.W. Natrid, the third baseman, comes to the plate. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Runners at second and third for Powell County. Napier fouls this one away.
Yeah, fastball by Johnson there with the first pitch. Probably missed that one a little bit over the heart of the plate. Good swing by L.W. Napier. Fouls it straight back. Just swings a little bit underneath.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Napier. Curveball hit towards short. Tucker Napier fields it, loses his balance, makes the throw to first. Couldn't be handled. 2 runs are going to score as both Carter and Nickel come in to score. A tough play by Napier. He had to run a long way and almost fell, actually, trying to regain his balance. Pelfrey saying he was interfered with by the base runner Napier as he made his way down to first. Officials conferring, and they're going to all get together. We'll see what the call is. So if that interference call comes through the way Max Pelfrey's hoping it does, L.W. Napier will be ruled out. They'll have to take those runs off the board.
Yeah, I'm not sure in this situation if that first run will score or if that'll wipe both runs off. Certainly both runs will stand if they determine that there was no interference, but they're at least going to talk about it here. Just to get back to that play, the previous play, a hard ground ball up the middle by L.W. Napier, and really a great showing of range by Tucker Napier to get over there to the glove side, but has to exert so much effort getting over there, so much momentum going away from first base that he almost topples over, finally gets his balance. Great job also by Kyle Nickel at second base, kind of staying in between the ball, getting in the sight line of Tucker Napier before he runs to third base, kind of affecting him that way. Tucker Napier ultimately decides to make a rocket throw to first to try to get the out. You got to be kind of certain if you're going to try that play that you're going to get the out, because if you throw the ball away, you can give up both of those runs instead of the one. So we'll see how it turns out for Hazard.
Officials seem to be almost finished with this conference, so we should have a ruling soon. So they will send a runner back to third. So what they're going to say is that the interference affected Pelfrey from getting the ball, and that was what allowed essentially Nickel to score. Now they're over there explaining that to Powell County's head coach, Frank Spencer.
Yeah, so I think they're just going to send the runner back. But another thing of note here is it may not have even been L.W. Napier entirely at first base, as there is a lot of Powell County players out of the dugout almost on every single pitch. They're coming out there. They certainly have a lot of momentum and, really trying to pump their team up and keep the momentum at a high level, and they've certainly done that. But it's been every single pitch that some Powell County Pirates have been outside the dugout. So that may have been a factor, as well as that throw gets away really close to the dugout of the Pirates.
So it's just 1-0 now as Carter scored from third on the play. L.W. Napier safe at first on the fielder's choice or error, depending on how you would rule that. So Powell County have runners at first and third, leading 1-0, but with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, and Carter Poe, the right fielder, coming to bat.
Yeah, first and third situation here for Powell County, as well as the runner being sent back. So, they still have opportunities to try to score this run, even without having to do so with a hit. We'll see if they try any of that, at this stage of the ball game. But another big at bat.
Poe, the left-handed batter. Here's the first pitch. Strike one. Oh, excuse me. No, that is strike one. Yeah, I thought it should have been. Strike one from Johnson.
Good call, Jeff. Yeah, right on the outside corner. Just a good fastball. So important for him to get ahead early with those fastballs.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, Powell County on top 1-0.
Tried to go with another fastball, just missing outside there. Interested to see, we have a right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter, if they go back to the curve.
Curveball catches the outside part of the plate. Good call, Jarrett. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, that's where they're going to lean with Johnson. If he can execute that pitch, he's going to be in good shape as that one works its way back to the outside corner. That's what they were going for against Carter, the left-handed leadoff hitter. Just couldn't quite get there earlier.
Got him swinging for out number 3. So the Bulldogs give up 1 run off a couple of walks, a sac bunt, and a fielder's choice. But Powell County does get the one run, and they lead it 1-0 after one complete inning. We'll be back for second inning action right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
You have worked hard for this day, years and years, and it's finally here. Graduation Day. To all graduates, Appalachian Wireless would like to say congratulations. Celebrate with a brand new iPhone 13 for a penny. 1 penny for an iPhone 13 on a 2-year contract with a mix and match or Appalachian Unlimited plan. Offer good in stores only and good through May 17th. Terms and conditions apply. You'll make connections moving forward, graduates, so go with Appalachian Wireless where your connection matters most. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
If your sink won't drain just like it should, who you gonna call? If your toilet's clogged and it don't smell good, who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hyden.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Knott County Central 14th Region Baseball Tournament. Hazard and Powell County. Jeff Campbell along with Jarrett Napier tonight, top of the second. Jarrett would be Tucker Napier, Trace Kincaid, and Skylar Cheney. A lot of speed on deck for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, important for them to keep hitting hard shots on the ground and hope something gets through.
Napier fouls this one off his foot. That's definitely going to hurt. He drops the bat immediately and going to take a second to compose himself. Napier, tough kid. Get back in there, but the count will be no balls and one strike.
Yeah, visibly affected there, but definitely going to have to shake it off and do so quickly as Nickel not really throwing a lot of pitches so far tonight. He's really lived around the zone, drawn a lot of swings from the Bulldogs, but kept things on the ground and in front of his defense.
Good sign for Hazard, though, Jarrett. Sort of like you said, the hard ground balls. Just got to get one of them to find a way through as Tucker Napier fouls this one out of play. He's behind, no balls, two strikes.
Yeah, there was the off speed from Nickel out there on the mound, and just such a big speed change that it's really a lot harder to hit that pitch hard on the ground than the fastball. So, if you're looking fastball and then you get that slow curve coming through there, if you don't pick up on it quick enough, if you even manage to make contact, it's often going to be sort of a weak fly ball just based on how that curveball comes in.
Kyle Nickel on the mound. No balls, two strikes to the Bulldog batter, Tucker Napier. Napier asks for time. He steps out.
Both teams doing that kind of a healthy amount in the early stages of this game, trying to make sure they're ready. We nearly had the quick pitch there. Right as Tucker Napier steps back in, doesn't have that hand up for time. Nickel tries the quick pitch in, but time's called by the umpire.
Curveball misses upstairs from Nickel. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That must be something a lot of teams are coached to do. When that first foot gets in that batter's box, they're ready to throw it, even if the batter's not. Yeah. Pitch is outside. 2-2 the count now.
Yeah, I think we're seeing that even more in high school baseball. I think probably a reflection of the pros and high-level college players that you see on TV now. You see a lot of that at that level as well. Can be an advantage if you can get one by.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Nickel. Just want to get Napier looking. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Pretty pitch from Nickel.
Yeah, anytime you throw a hard fastball for a strikeout looking, that's a pretty good sign that your sequencing is really on point. So, I think it's pretty clear that Tucker Napier is looking for a fastball somewhere else, or maybe even the off-speed pitch there too, but gets a hard heater on the outside corner, and there's not much he can do as he watches it all the way into the mitt.
Number 5, Trace Kincaid, the next batter due up for Hazard, the second baseman. But foul by Kincaid.
legs to extend.
This one hit hard into left field by Kincaid. He went opposite field with a single. Nice piece of hitting right there by Kincaid.
Yeah, probably, one of the better swings we've seen all tournament from him. Just a really connected, hard line drive single over the third baseman's head, just taking that outside fastball to the opposite field. And Jeff, even though that's sort of a routine single, that was kind of blistered, and he was looking for two out of the batter's box. So, you can kind of see that mentality that he has on the base pass, and I'd say it'll come to even more fruition as he starts to take a lead off of first base.
Yeah, Kincaid, high quality athlete, a lot of speed as Skylar Cheney, the right fielder for Hazard tonight, comes to the plate. We've seen Cheney in a lot of these situations right here be able to lay down a sacrifice bunt and a lot of times beat it out for a hit.
Yeah, L.W. Napier up on the cut of the grass down there at third base, still probably a little far back just with the frequency that Cheney bunts with.
Big curveball misses upstairs on Cheney. 1 ball, no strikes to the Bulldog right fielder.
Tried the big hook early, just didn't quite pull it back across the plate. But, pretty good approach against the bunter. Maybe try to throw hard fastballs up in the zone against bunters or off-speed pitches that are a little bit tougher to track down.
Throw by Nickel over to first. Forces Kincaid to get his uniform dirty. Dives back safely. 1 ball, no strikes to Cheney. Fouled off. Now evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, elevated fastball there. Just gets by. Cheney kind of grazed that one as it goes into the mitt. Importantly here for Powell County, their alignment, they're going to play the second baseman, shift him up the middle, right side of the infield, completely open.
Now, hard hit ball by Cheney goes into center field for back-to-back singles for Hazard. They've got something cooking here in the top of the second inning. Runners on first and second with only 1 out.
A couple of really outstanding at-bats back-to-back there, and that's when you can kind of start to see a little bit of success in tournament play. And Cheney hit a curveball there, kind of gets out on his front foot initially, but able to keep that weight back and those hands back just enough to hit a hard shot up the middle. You're doing well when you hit a hard shot off a curveball that's able to make it past the glove of Del Rosario up the middle.
Talon Goins, the next batter up for Hazard, the center fielder for the Bulldogs. Again, he had that huge 3-run home run to give his team the lead and secure the win over Wolfe County in the opening round of this 14th regional tournament.
Right side of the infield completely open for him too. More of a pull hitter though.
First 2 pitches both miss, low and outside. 2 balls, no strike to Goins.
Surprised that they went back-to-back fastballs there. Probably just really trying to get ahead against Goins so they can get back to the off-speed stuff. But I would have expected more of a heavy dose of off-speed pitches early in that bat, but all the way down 2-0 now. Got to be careful to a big bat.
Here's the pitch, swung on, foul. Fouled off the backstop by Goins. 2 balls, 1 strike. Powell County on top 1-0. But Hazard certainly threatening here in the top of the second.
That was a big-time cut there from Goins. One of the best swings that you can have without putting the ball in play. That may sound a little bit odd to, some people who may have not played baseball, but if you can foul one straight back into that screen with a good hard hack like that, he's just underneath, maybe leaving the ballpark with that one. Seriously.
2 balls, 1 strike to count. We tried to pick off at second, and they got Kincaid leaning, but he was able to dive back and use his left hand to sort of reach around the back part of the base, and I don't think the tag was even applied. Kincaid probably heart beating a little faster, but he's safe at second.
Yeah, great call by Powell County, and they had him sort of almost like a dead out as he's going to be much closer to the bag now. But he's kind of swim moves, brings that right hand back and the left hand forward and was able to evade the tag.
Fastball from Nichols in there for a strike. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Goins.
Really good fastball and a big-time fastball from Nichols. He's able to get one past Goins without a swing there, but able to still locate it on the outside corner. Draws it even now.
There's a 2-2 pitch. Goins takes a hack at it. Can't catch up to it. Goes down on strikes for out number 2 here in the top of the second inning.
you're going to elevate the fastball against Goins, you better make sure to get it by him. And Nickel does a great job of doing that. Comes up with a huge pitch, digs himself a hole down 2-0, comes back, uses fastballs the whole entire at bat to put away Goins.
Evan Aikman at the plate now for Hazard. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Runners on first and second for the Bulldogs. Nickel gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Big curveball drops in there, strike one to Aikman.
Yeah, big, perfect 0-0 curveball there just to start the at-bat. Want that one starting outside the zone, starting almost at the body of Aikman, then breaking right down the middle of the plate. Often going to be took for a strike. Great way to start an at-bat.
The 0-1 pitch to Aikman. Down the middle, fastball, strike two.
Yeah, maybe a little bit conservative at the plate as Aikman, as that one was, probably more in the heart of the plate there. Just a hard fastball over the zone. Maybe caught off guard a little bit looking for that same hook, but now he's a little bit off balance, 0-2. Can't turn into a guess hitter.
Here is that 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, grounded over to shortstop. Del Rosario picks it up on the first. It can't be handled by the first baseman for Powell County. Nice job fielding that one, but Begley over at first couldn't field it, so the error will send Aikman to first, and that will have Kincaid at third and Cheney at second. Bases loaded, full of Bulldogs for Isaiah Johnson.
Outstanding job by Evan Aikman, digging himself a hole there, but able to just put something in play on the ground to that left side of the infield, force a play, and really the play there is from Chase Kincaid, who's able to kind of play a little cat and mouse in front of Del Rosario as he's trying to field that baseball, which he's entitled to do because he's in the baseline there. So on his way to third, kind of messes around, messes with that line of sight, causes Del Rosario to have to catch that one a little bit unprepared and throw from his hip.
Isaiah Johnson, the Bulldog pitcher, can really help his own cause here. The hit would certainly score 1, maybe 2 runs. First pitch ball from Nickel, 1 ball, no strikes to Johnson.
Another great 0-0 curveball there. Could be a real big asset to Nickel if he can keep locating like that in the first pitch of at-bats.
Fastball just misses outside. Now Johnson ahead 2-0 in this count.
Another hole here for Nickel as he's going to go to the windup now with runners on base. So Skylar Cheney, a lot of speed, probably not going to change things as he was likely scoring on a single anyway.
Johnson takes a cut at that fastball. Couldn't catch up to it, however. 2 balls, 1 strike now to count.
Yeah, hard fastball, kind of elevated there. Johnson offers up at it but can't catch up.
Here's a 2-1 pitch. Misses outside. Now 3-1. And now Nichols really got to be around that strike zone here. He doesn't want to walk or run in.
Yeah, you're going to see a really selective Isaiah Johnson at the plate now, especially as the pitcher. He's trying to work something.
This one ripped into right center field by Johnson. It's down in the gap. 1 run in, 2 runs in. Being waved around. There's going to be a play at the plate in time to tag out Evan Aikman, but the Bulldogs do score 2 runs on that single from Johnson, and they will go to the bottom half of the second inning with a 2-1 lead over Powell County. We'll be back for the bottom of the second after this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Trust is delivering on promises, and People's Bank and Trust has been doing exactly that. They have the planning and the resources you need to help you take advantage of opportunities. With all the technology you need to make banking easy, your success requires vision and the resources of a bank that's on your side. That's People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. They're here for you. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Over the last 20 years, Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has added several new services to their already existing family practice, internal medicine, pediatrics, in-house lab, and radiology. These services include mammography with diagnostic mammograms and breast biopsies, behavioral health, and now Beacons of Hope. Call today to schedule an appointment at any of our locations in Hazard, Hindman, Vico, Hyden, and now in Whitesburg. Walk-ins are always welcome.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
WSGS from Hazard.
Welcome back, folks, to Knott County Central High School for the 14th Regional Baseball Tournament. Hazard now on top of Powell County 2-1. Jeff Campbell along with Jarrett Napier. Jarrett, the bottom half of that Bulldog lineup, doing a job in that top of the second inning.
Yeah, you heard me talk about a selective Isaiah Johnson there. So, what do I know is he rips a 3-1 pitch into the right center gap there. He comes up with a huge knock for the Bulldogs to, take the lead in this game. Gives himself a whole lot of confidence, not only at the plate, but as he comes out here to take the mound against these Pirates. The runner was thrown out. Evan Aikman was thrown out handily at home to cut down the inning, but good half inning for the Bulldogs.
Johnson helping his own cause with those 2 RBI, and now he's back on the mound facing the catcher for Powell County, number 2, Drew Miller. First pitch was a strike. Second one misses low. Ball 1 will even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, it was a good curveball with the first pitch of the at-bat to catch the plate, but missing in the dirt that time.
This one hit hard into left field, so it'll be a single to get things started for Powell County here in the bottom of the second by Drew Miller.
Yeah, Drew Miller really goes down and gets that one, hits a hard shot out to Evan Aikman in left field. Kind of one-hops in there, but hard hit line drive to lead off the Powell County Pirates with a good hard single.
Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Drew Miller aboard at first with Kane Knox coming to the plate, designated hitter tonight for the Pirates.
Big at bat here is anytime you get that leadoff hitter on base, you're setting yourself up for a good inning. So it's really how you pass the bat from that point on. But hot start to the half inning for the Pirates.
The first hit of the night for Powell County. They had a couple walks, a sacrifice bunt, a fielder's choice, and that's how they scored their first run in the bottom of the first inning. 1 ball, no strike, the count to Knox.
Showed bunt that time, pulls back on a pitch right down the middle, so you have to wonder if that's a true show of bunt.
It was. He bunts this one back to the pitcher, Johnson. He thought about going to second, tosses it over to Pelfrey at first to retire Knox. So Miller moves to second on the sacrifice bunt, but Knox retired at first base.
Yeah, doing a job there, and Johnson, a freshman out there, and it's really hard to communicate as we got a great crowd on hand, and Powell County faithful really loud cheering for their team, so you never want to make a mistake throwing the ball into the outfield, especially when a team's giving you an out. Probably had a really good look at second base there, but you can't fault the kid for taking the out. So.
Yeah, the 56th district really traveled well tonight. Estill County had a huge crowd on hand in game number 1. The Pirates here, the same situation in game 2 as Levi Wells comes to the plate, batting 9th for Powell County. First pitch misses low, ball 1 to Wells.
0-0 curveball again, just missing low and in the dirt. Not really the execution he was looking for there.
Throw back to second to try to pick off Drew Miller, but he dives back safely.
Yeah, I think Miller kind of sniffed that one out as Tucker Napier hanging around second base, maybe a little bit more than usual. I think that's Trace Kincaid, maybe. That Tucker Napier out that second. Comes at that one with one hand, and just doesn't really have that second hand there to kind of corral anything. Hopping a little bit out of the glove, and it pops up in front of him. It takes him a minute to find the baseball, and really, Powell County almost had an opportunity to try to go second to home there on the ground ball to second base.
Yeah, I thought Miller was he made a big turn over at third as the Bulldog infield meeting at the mound, talking it over, how they want to play this first and third situation with Powell County. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Hazard on top 2-1 But Powell County definitely threatening. Runners on first, and Powell County definitely threatening. Runners on first and third, one out. And the top of the order back up with Dylan Carter coming to the plate.
Yeah, they're certainly in business here. You know, first and third, we always talk about that being a great opportunity for teams to kind of scratch across runs or squeeze across runs when they need to, you know, really force the issue. Also have the top of their order, like you mentioned. They've got bunt opportunities here. Obviously have great bats in this section of the lineup particularly. So Hazard really going to have to pitch and play defense well to get out of this.
Runner goes, shows bunt, fake the throw to second, but now Powell County runners at second and third with only one out.
Yeah, so showing bunt there has Gage Logan. You know, Hazard Heller choosing to defend a potential bunt is having the third baseman come up on the grass there. So they pull him away from the bag. Shortstop Trace Kincaid goes to second, so nobody at third. They can be as aggressive as they want at third base on the steal there. So trying to force something from Hazard. We'll see if they can scratch across that run, but Hazard just gives a little pump fake down to third. Not going to try their luck at second, so Powell County able to get another runner in scoring position that way.
1 no strikes to Carter. Here's the pitch from Johnson. Curveball catches the outside corner. 1 strike now to the Powell County leadoff hitter, Dylan Carter.
There's the curveball that they were looking against Carter when he walked in his first at-bat. They were looking for that backdoor curveball. Starts in that right-hander's batter's box. Works its way back to the outside corner for a left-hander. It's a hard pitch to hit.
This one hit foul back. Davidson giving chase. Just going to get beyond the field of play behind the backstop. Good effort by Clint Davidson.
Yeah, that one narrowly would have been a big out for the Hazard Bulldogs, but Carter gets away with one as he kind of caught off guard, looked like on a fastball there, swings underneath it and fouls that one straight up into the air. So he's going to have a second life in this at bat.
Yeah, 1 2 strikes to count to Dylan Carter. Johnson looks at the runner at third. Here's the pitch. Fouled away once again by Carter. The count will remain 1 2 strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Hazard on top 2-1. Powell County threatening. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Leadoff batter at the plate.
Miller for Powell County on third, really trying to play cat and mouse with Johnson, taking off and then moving back at third base. Makes it hard on a young pitcher, but you know, you can also decrease your chances significantly at scoring on an infield, a ball hit to the infield.
Yeah, that pitch just misses outside. 2 2 strikes.
Fastball that time from Johnson, just a little bit outside. Interesting sequencing. Just trying to keep up with where they're going here.
Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. And it should be a full count, I think. I think it's wrong on the board, so it's full count to the batter, Dylan Carter.
I think you're right. You know, curveball there. Not sure if that's Johnson. You know, just a little bit of that fear about trying to locate a curveball over the plate, or if that was intended to be bounced. But nonetheless, I think we have a full count here at a big pitch.
Here's a pitch grounded hard to second. Napier can't field it again. And error at second allows Powell County to score a run, and once again the Pirates have runners at first and third with only 1 out.
Yeah, Carter doing a nice job, you know, with 2 strikes, even though he's, you know, kind of back in an offensive stance there with a full count, but it's a hard ground ball out there to second base, and you know, that's just Tucker Napier really getting in between hops. You know, I think that's something that we saw earlier in the inning with him, and you know, never really decides if he wants to come get that big hop or wants to wait for one more. And you know, you start bringing that glove hand in, and the longer you start to wait and get back on your heels, and it's really hard to make a play on a ball like that. We see a prime example of that on that play.
The pitcher for Powell County, Kyle Nickel, coming to the plate. Runners on first and third. Tie ball game now, 2-2. Throw over to first. Chases Carter back safely. These runners on first and third, Jared, another one of these situations. Last time Powell County took second without a throw.
Yeah, and I think they will likely have something else on here, maybe a different type of first and third plate. Probably not trying to get in a rundown or anything like that at this point in the game, but you know, got a runner with good speed on first base, and if Johnson continues to pick, they may try to go home on the pick to first.
Yeah, because he's sort of, you know, like you said earlier, the runner at third, Levi Wells, sort of toying with the pitcher, trying to, fake like he's running home. When Drew Miller was doing that a moment ago. And he gets that momentum headed home, you may see him try to steal home. Another throw to first.
I think every time he throws over, that thought kind of creeps a little bit more into the mind of Powell County. Certainly don't want to run yourself out of an inning, but it's, Johnson's definitely not using his best move over to first base. It's more just kind of lazily jumping off the mound and tossing one over to first base. It's never really a full jump and rocket throw to the corner of the bag to try to get a diving Carter over there. So you may see that at play. Johnson also has the opportunity to do an open move, kind of like a left-hander would do to first base. Go to third like that, see if he can get a runner in motion, trick them over at first base.
Johnson delivers a pitch to home. It's fouled away by Nickel. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Good fastball there even after all the cat and mouse from Johnson.
There's a tried to suicide squeeze. He fouled it off the bat, and then it looked like it hit Davidson on the upper part of his leg where he's not wearing any, protection, and will now be an 0-2 count to Nickel. Tried to suicide squeeze, but it was fouled away. Luckily, because if he would have popped that up to the pitcher, you got a double play right there.
Yeah, it looked like, the only other results were going to be a pop-up on the bunt or maybe even a miss as he just kind of clips that baseball. And could have been catastrophic there, especially in the case of the pop-up for the Pirates, but they were able to get away with one. I do like the play call there to try and squeeze, especially with a runner on first and third. You've got the 2 players in the middle for Hazard playing sort of double play depth, closer to second base, trying to turn 2 and get out of this inning. But if you play a bunt down and a third baseman comes in, nobody's covering third, you can go first or third with a runner with Carter's speed.
Runner goes, another fake throw to second. So now at second base is Dylan Carter. 2 runners in scoring position now for Powell County. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to Kyle Nickel.
Yeah, good decision by Powell County after you miss the squeeze, the first and third squeeze opportunity. Just go ahead and steal with Carter. Very unlikely that Hazard's going to throw down there. Just with his speed, they're gambling too much for a little chance of throwing him out.
Big curveball just misses on the inside corner. Runs the count even, 2-2 now to Nickel.
Good curveball with late break. Just doesn't quite get all the way back over the strike zone, but really had Nickel, kind of buckling his knees at that one.
He definitely caught him off guard, so to speak. You saw he thought about swinging, and he tried to hold up, and he eventually did. And missed inside, 4-ball, 2-2 count to Kyle Nickel. Here's the pitch from Johnson. Just misses on the outside corner. Full count now, and Johnson thought that one was there.
Yeah, another big curveball. Certainly thought that one was there. Good action on it, but probably just a little bit outside again. Starts too far over the middle of the plate to catch that outside part of the zone with how much his curveball breaks.
Here's the payoff pitch to Nickel. Another curveball. This time got him looking on the inside corner. Pretty pitch, Isaiah Johnson to strike out Kyle Nickel for out number 2.
Yeah, that's just another one of the knee bucklers, and that one's the perfect, kind of the same as the 0-0 curveball. Just starting at the helmet, at the left shoulder of a right-handed hitter, and just trying to absolutely break one off on him, and gets all the way back to the middle part of the strike zone, buckles the knees of Nickel, and an important second out. It looks like Del Rosario may not get the chance to swing.
He's going to earn a free pass as he's going to be intentionally walked to load the bases, but that brings up Austin Begley, who struck out in his first plate appearance, so that's a smart move right there by Coach Varney and his staff.
Yeah, that's why it's so important to get the out on the previous hitter. You leave that base open, you had the option to walk instead of having to pitch to Del Rosario with the bases loaded. You've got a hitter now at the plate who's shown a vulnerability to the curveball, which really seems to be working for Isaiah Johnson in the later part of the inning.
You called that one. First pitch curveball, strike 1 to Begley.
Yeah, he's shown a little bit of struggles with the curveball in his first at bat. They're going to get the chance to walk Del Rosario and try to take advantage of that here.
This time a fastball. It's popped in the air. It's going to stay on the infield. Gage Logan comes over, now drifts back and can't get it, but is foul. And that one was nearly disastrous for Hazard. That ball was tailing back, and when Logan missed it, it nearly dropped in fair territory.
Yeah, that one, Logan having to deal with that, and it's so close to the bag over there at third base. Any ball that's a fly ball toward the corners of the infield like that is always going to drift back toward the pitcher's mound, toward the center of the field at the last minute. You always have to account for that, and I think Gage Logan does. But with the bases loaded, the runners for Powell County are in motion as that's inches from being a fair ball. They're rounding third base, and he's trying not to back into somebody, and it's just an unfortunate situation for Hazard, and Powell County gets away with one.
Here's the 0-2 pitch to Begley. Another curveball gets him looking. Another backwards K to retire Begley, and that was a big one as Powell County leave the bases loaded. 2 back-to-back strikeouts sort of for Johnson to end the Powell County threat, but we're tied 2-2 as we move to the top of the third inning, and we'll do so when we get back from this commercial break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Little Flower Clinic would like to congratulate our case management team members, Tanner Collins, Susie Steele, and Kendra Cole, for completing the UK Center of Excellence in Rural Health Community Health Worker Training and the Kentucky Department of Public Health Community Health Worker Certification Program. Community health workers promote wellness by helping people adopt healthy behaviors. They implement programs and advocate for people who may have limited access to resources and social services. Little Flower Clinic, we're your medical home in the mountains.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service Company offers a wide range of products including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts and structure, drain pipe, underground miner cap lights. They even have muck and Matterhorn boots and a wide selection of knee pads. Mine Service, locally owned on Highway 15 just south of Hazard, also with a branch on Business 23 in Wise, Virginia. Celebrating over 100 years in the mining industry. Mine Service Company.
WSGS Hazard.
Back to everyone. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier bringing you 14th Region Baseball Tournament semifinal action. Hazard and Powell County tied at 2 each. Top of the third inning, Max Pelfrey leading things off for Hazard with a hard hit ball to center field, but right at the Powell County center fielder Dylan Carter for out number 1.
Absolute shot on a 1-0 fastball from nickel there. Pelfrey sees it well, puts a good swing on it. But just right at Dylan Carter out there, who makes an underrated, really nice play. Hard hit line drive right at you. Hard to tell the depth on that one. He takes kind of a shuffle step in, pauses just for a moment, and it comes right into his chest. So a good read by him and an important play for Powell County as they're dealing with the top of the order here to get that first out without surrendering a base runner.
Yeah, very underrated play, Jerry. You said that exactly right. That's a tough play, the ball coming out there on the line, especially at night. You're still having to look up in those lights, and, Pelfrey smashed that one, but Carter able to make that catch for out number 1. Clint Davidson, he's going to hit one to center field as well. This one's going to drop in there for a 1-out single. Davidson's first hit of the night puts a runner aboard for Hazard here in the top of the third inning.
Yeah, Davidson just continues to see the ball extremely well in tournament play all the way through that first round of the district. He hit the ball hard just numerous times, a whole lot of line drives. Just another example there as he gets a 0-0 fastball down in the zone, but over the middle of the plate, sends a shot back up the middle for a nice single.
Gage Logan coming to the plate now for Hazard, grounded out to second, his first plate appearance. The Bulldog third baseman awaits the pitch, took a swing at a fastball, couldn't catch up to it. It'll be strike 1. It was a foul ball. Davidson not able to advance.
Executed fastball on the first pitch as Logan just misses on an elevated fastball, and the second one way outside the zone.
Logan smashes this ball. That is gone. There's no doubt about it. As this ball is back off the cliff behind left field, and Gage Logan goes big fly with one out here in the top of the third inning to give Hazard a 4-2 lead, and he smashed that baseball.
Yeah, that one is going to have a mark on it, but, I think, Powell County trying to come at him with the fastball, maybe a little bit of a mistake, and, we thought that they probably made a mistake on the first pitch, and he just kind of missed it. Second pitch way outside, and, that third pitch comes back with another fastball and leaves it out over the zone, kind of belt high or a little bit higher, and that's the pitch that Gage Logan knows how to take for a ride, as we've seen in this postseason.
Not his first home run of the year by any means, but that one left the yard in a hurry and gives Hazard a 4-2 lead after the big two-run homer here in the top of the third with only one out. Tucker Napier coming to the plate now for Hazard. First pitch to Napier, strike one on the curveball.
Yeah, good curveball there. Great comeback pitch from Kyle Nickel, just stepping back there on the mound, throwing that great first pitch curveball over the zone. And quickly, I think that's Gage Logan's 6th homer on the year. 3 of those at least coming in tournament play.
Napier lifts this one to right field. It's turning. Right fielder coming on. Can't make the catch, but he was in foul territory. So sort of a second chance here for Napier. Right fielder, man, for Powell County. Had a long way to run, and he nearly got there. And Carter Poe.
Yeah, good pitch from Nickel there. Gets in on Tucker Napier, just kind of a flare out there into danger territory in short right field. Down the line, a nice run by Poe, and thought he had made a really nice play. It would have been a very impressive play as that ball tailing away from him. Had a long way to go, and probably just gets into that bottom section of the lights over there as he kind of misreads that one at the last minute.
Napier asks for time, steps out of the box. No balls, 2 strikes to the Bulldogs' second baseman, Tucker Napier. Here's the 0-2 pitch, hammered in the 5-6 hole. Napier keeps the bats hot with a 1-out single as he steps on first base.
Yeah, nice job to kind of get himself going there. Sees that pitch over the outside part of the plate. Doesn't try to do anything crazy. Probably could have hit it a little bit harder if he went opposite field, but nonetheless gets the barrel to it. Sends a hard ground ball through that 5-6 hole. Able to work himself on. Still only 1 out in the inning as Hazard kind of coming alive here in the top of the third.
Yeah, Coach Spencer for Powell County coming out to talk things over with his infield as the Bulldogs really starting to tee off on Kyle Nickel and Jared. It's almost like they're sort of laying off the curveball and just picking out that fastball and driving it.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for Nickel to locate early. As looks like Powell County going to make a change. Early in the game, he was able to locate early, keep the fastball down, and, Hazard hit a few really hard ground balls that were just, nice plays made by the Powell County infield. But, Hazard's done a nice job sticking to that fastball, identifying the curveball. Took him a minute, took him a few at-bats to kind of pick it out, but since then they've picked out a lot of fastballs.
New pitcher for Powell County. Trying to get a number, look like number 12. He is not in the lineup, so he's coming in. You got a name for him, Jared?
I think that's Lacey Dickin, a sophomore. I'll have to get some pitching stats on him real quick. I do think he's coming out of the dugout, though, like you said, so kind of a pitcher-only opportunity here. Yeah, he's got 14 appearances on the year, the same as Nickel. 10 of those are starts, so not a whole lot of relief opportunities, but, obviously a lot of innings pitched. Actually leads the team in innings pitched with 61 on the year, 9 more than Nickel. 6-3 record, 3 saves on the year, and a 1.95 ERA. So, really impressive stuff from him as well. And I look for him to, kind of hit the ground running here.
Yeah, Lacey Dickin on in relief of Nickel after the Bulldogs put up 2 runs on the big fly home run from Gage Logan. Then Tucker Napier follows that off with a single. And these Bulldog bats really come to life here, Jared, in this top of the third inning.
Yeah, they're seeing the ball well, just continuing to hit hard line drives. The guys that can leave the yard, and, Gage Logan, one of those has done so. He got the fastball elevated and decided to give it a crack. It paid off, but, similarly, guys like Max Pelfrey taking great approaches. He just hit a hard line drive to center field. And you're starting to see these hard-hit baseballs pop up more frequently than Hazard lineup. So the Pirates going to make a change and hope to combat that as we move toward the kind of the middle innings.
Trace Kincaid due up next for Hazard, the left-handed batter. Singled and scored a run in the second inning. Here's the pitch to Kincaid. Takes a hack at it, fouls it off down the left field line, but it's going to get out of play. No balls, one strike to Kincaid.
Yeah, just creeps out of play there, and Kincaid a little bit late on that one. Pretty solid swing. Looks like Dickin maybe just a little bit more velocity on the fastball. Not sure if he's just trying to deal with Napier, but looks like, he used the slide step there, so maybe more of a slide step, lower arm slot type of guy.
Here's the pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Kincaid.
Yeah, slide step again. Sort of almost standing up when he's releasing that, so not really striding out very far, but a lower arm slot than Nickel probably had. So different, a little bit different to try to pick that one up out of the hand.
Here's the pitch, fastball in there on the knees, strike 2 to Kincaid. That one looked like it had some heat behind it.
Yeah, probably a little bit more velocity than Nickel, so something that Hazard will have to adjust to, but a good hard fastball down in the zone there. Really well located for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Kincaid. Napier at first. Here's the pitch. Chopped over towards third. Going to be a bang-bang play at first. Tough throw, but they in time to get Kincaid. But the fielder's choice does allow Napier to advance to second. So sort of does the job there, does Trace Kincaid.
Yeah, almost working like a sacrifice bunt in that right. And a nice job by Trace Kincaid. It's something that we've seen him do in the tournament. The district tournament and the region tournament, especially against Wolfe County on Monday night, just putting the ball in play if he has to with 2 strikes, just sticking the bat out there and hitting a little chopper and trying to use his legs to beat it out. But credit to L.W. Napier, never rethinks anything, comes and gets it on the big hop and makes a nice throw over to first for the second out.
We'll bring Skylar Cheney to the plate for Hazard. Once again, Hazard on top 4-2 here in the top of the third inning. They scored 2 runs in the second, now 2 in the third, a runner at second in the form of Tucker Napier. Cheney tries to bunt, can't get it down. No balls, 1 strike to Skylar Cheney.
Yeah, there's a guy that's not afraid to bunt with 2 outs, try to bunt for a hit at all times, so always really a threat there. Probably just a little bit outside to try to get the barrel angled correctly to get it down the third base line. So you want that bunt to either be perfectly down the third base line or you want it to be foul. You don't want to give away an easy out that way. I think you probably don't see him try it again now that he's come and tipped his hand.
Here's the 0-1 pitch to Cheney. Fastball right down the middle, strike 2.
Yeah, Cheney going to have to take a different approach, and I'm not sure if Del Rosario out at short will do this again, but they're trying to work the runner at second base, Tucker Napier, trying to keep him close to the bag. He actually worked in front of the runner and came up to the infield grass, so decreasing his range and maybe a chance to get a hard hit ball by him there.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Cheney gets a bat on it. Singles into right field. They're going to send Napier. It's mishandled by the right fielder. Tucker Napier scores easily. Hazard with a 3 spot so far here in the top of the third inning, and they lead 5-2.
Big-time senior at bat from Skylar Cheney. Again, with 2 strikes, just sticking the bat out there, really extending that left arm to get to the outside pitch, not letting anything close by him. Just hits a ground ball through the right side of the infield. We talked about that big hole over there as they're paying a lot of attention to Tucker Napier at second base. Hazard decides to be aggressive and send Napier as he's got pretty decent speed, putting a whole lot of pressure on the right fielder Poe out there for the Pirates and unable to come up with a throw to home plate to challenge the runner.
Talon Goins, new batter for Hazard, watches the first pitch catch the inside corner for strike 1 to Goins. Hazard with 4 hits in this inning, 3 runs, highlighted by the big 2-run home run by Gage Logan.
First pitch curveball from Dickin there to Talon Goins. We thought that Nickel might try that in his last at-bat, but he struck him out on fastballs. Dickin here, lower arm slot means the curveball is going to move more right to left than it's going to move, up and down.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Dickin to Goins. Got him swinging at that one. A throw down to first. Trying to pick off Cheney. He had a huge lead, but he gets back in time. 0-2 is the count to Talon Goins.
Good look from Drew Miller behind the plate there. Perfect sort of pitch to throw down to first. I don't think he got all that he wanted to on that throw, or he might have had a chance. Also a really nice pitch from Dickin. Starts it on the outside corner.
Runner goes. Couldn't be handled by the catcher, so Cheney's going to take second standing up and moves into scoring position for Hazard. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Goins. But now you're talking something to the grass will more than likely score. Cheney's got great speed.
Yeah, great speed. A good opportunity to steal there, as Hazard probably knows that Dickin coming back with the curveball, and a good decision by them to come back with the curveball. Good one on the outside corner, just moving way outside, trying to draw a chase from Talon Goins.
Here's the pitch to Goins. He swings. It's held on by the catcher. So Goins is going to go down on strikes for out number 3. But the Bulldogs do some damage here in this third inning. They scored 3 runs on 4 hits. Once again, the big 2-run homer by Gage Logan, and Hazard on top 5-2. We'll be back for the bottom of the third after this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Dig into Fazoli's Italian classics and find your new favorite. Our baked ziti, baked spaghetti, and loaded fettuccine Alfredo are prepared with fresh, high-quality ingredients and all your favorite sauces and toppings, cooked to bubbly perfection. These Italian classics are loaded with flavor and handcrafted to order just for you. And you can't forget about our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks. Find your new favorite with our Italian classics and break breadsticks with us only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dine-in only. Tax not included. Fazoli's and logo are federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In Kentucky, basketball is a long-standing tradition steeped in championship history. We at Kimber Furniture are proud to be able to support the Big Blue Nation on WSGS. Come see us at Kimber Furniture and shop all the winning brands that have stood the test of time. And let our all-star team help you choose the best seat in the house. Kimber Furniture, families serving families since 1963.
Appalachian Wireless, where your connections matter the most, and they make staying connected very simple. At this very moment, you can get up to $550 off select devices on new or renewed line, then simply choose the Appalachian Unlimited or Mix and Match plan, and you're good to go. This offer good in-store only. Terms and conditions may apply. And by the way, 10% off all accessories. So pay a visit to your favorite Appalachian Wireless location today, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
If your pipes are broke, your hot water's a joke. Who you gonna call? Hot Wallet! And your drains won't drain, driving you insane. Who can you call? Hot Wallet! Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Knox County Central High School here in Hyman, Kentucky for the 14th Region Baseball Tournament semifinal game number 2, Hazard and Powell County. Hazard leads 5-2 with Powell County due up here in the bottom of the third. They'll have L.W. Napier, Carter Poe, and Drew Miller, Jarrett, but a big inning for Hazard in the top of the third.
Yeah, they really got the bats going. They scored those 2 runs in the top of the second, but I don't think they fully had everything firing at all cylinders until that top of the third. Gage Logan leaving the yard, sent a charge through that dugout. They were hitting line drives all over the field, but a pitching change from Powell County kind of thwarts that for the time being as Dickin comes out, throws a couple good batters.
First pitch strike to L.W. Napier from Isaiah Johnson, still on the mound for the Bulldogs. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Napier. It's going to miss outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Powell County third baseman, L.W. Napier.
Important to see how Johnson works through this inning. Long inning, long half inning for the Bulldogs on offense. So hard to come back out there, especially kind of a cool night here.
Napier rips this one into right field for a leadoff single. Cheney comes up firing. It gets by the first baseman, now by the catcher. But Napier not able to advance. I think he would have probably been safe at second had he went. That ball was overthrown and rode the fence line all the way down here behind home plate.
Yeah, that could have been an extremely costly mistake for Hazard. We've actually seen them make that play once in the regular season, which is a play you almost never see in baseball. The right fielder throws somebody out at first base, and on that throw, Max Copery not even covering first base, so maybe trying to get the runner rounding first, I'm not sure, but almost a costly decision as it almost entered the dugout for Powell County as well, which would have been a free base.
Right fielder Carter Poe coming to the plate for Powell County. Nobody out, runner on first. Bottom of the third, Poe laces this one, but foul down the left field line. No balls, one strike to Poe.
Good quality swing from Poe there. Keeps his hands inside the baseball. Just maybe a little bit late on that one. Lets the ball get kind of deep on him. Fouls it off down the third base line.
Curveball from Johnson misses outside. We'll even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tried to come back to that backdoor curve to the left-handed hitter. Hard pitch to execute, but like we mentioned, cool afternoon here in Hindman, and young pitcher on the mound here, long inning, so it's hard to come back and stay loose. So it may take you a few pitches before you can execute when you don't really have that time.
Another curveball. This one catches the outside corner. Pretty pitch from Johnson. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cool indeed, as the temperatures dropped considerably when the sun went down.
For sure. I like Hazard going back-to-back with the curveball there, just giving him a chance right away to sort of right that wrong, feel what it's like to throw a better curveball. I think that's a good idea, and it gives the young pitcher just a chance to fix it right away and feel a good curveball pretty quickly.
Carter Poe asks for time, steps out. He's back in the box now. Johnson on the mound, set to deliver the 1-2 pitch.
Good pitch coming up here for both teams.
Here's the pitch, fouled back by Poe. The count will stay at 1-2. L.W. Napier over at first led the inning off with a single to right field.
Another foul ball by Poe at the plate there, but I gotta tell you, looks really balanced. Looks like really good swings, just a little bit underneath that one. Another one of those foul balls back into the screen. It looks really balanced.
Here's the pitch. This one hit hard but foul, turning foul down the left field line. So Poe proving to be a tough out right here, hanging tough with the 1-2 count.
Yeah, he's kind of improving at the plate, seeing the ball a little bit better with each pitch, swinging the bat well, and staying balanced out there, hands inside the baseball, doing a nice job. Just hasn't really found it, synced everything up to piece one up here, but he's been a tough out for sure, giving himself more time to settle in.
Here's Johnson with a 1-2 pitch, grounded back to the pitcher, on to second. Sort of a bad throw, but it was sort of a crazy play, folks. Johnson tried to turn the double play. He threw it to Napier, who wasn't covering the bag. Napier catches it, tosses it to Kincaid, steps on the base to retire Napier to get the lead runner, but not able to turn the double play.
Yeah, the 1-4-6 put out there, the pass to assist, if you will. Young player, that's a really tough play for a pitcher, especially a young pitcher. You have to catch that ball, and you're moving back up the mound. You're throwing uphill as you're trying to get back to second base. Both players, the second baseman's running to back up the shortstop. They kind of, get mixed up. It's hard to identify who's who. He just kind of lobs one up there and it gets to the second baseman who's not covering the bag, flips it up in time for the out. Almost a terrible mistake for Hazard, but they're able to be kind of crafty to come away with one out.
It looks like some kind of passing drill that Coach Holland would have instituted in practice during basketball season, but the Bulldogs able to take what would have been a mistake, but turned it into a positive to get the lead runner. So now Poe is at first. Drew Miller, the new batter for Powell County. One out here in the bottom of the third inning. Hazard on top, 5-2. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit softly to center field. Goins not going to be able to get there. So a one-out single for Miller puts runners on first and second now for Powell County.
Yeah, nice job by Miller. Didn't get all of that one, but hits a nice soft single just over the shortstop's head there. Never in danger of being caught in the air. So, able to get a runner in scoring position. Still just that one out as the bottom of this order looks to kind of try to extend this inning, pass the bat to the next guy, and see if they can get back to the top here. And to be honest with you, Jeff, this bottom of the order has been tough in their own right.
You're right, Drew Miller, 2 for 2, singled and scored a run back in the second, now singled in the third. Kane Knox, the designated hitter, the new batter for Powell County. First pitch misses outside, ball one from Johnson.
tried to get a fastball over the outside corner to start the at-bat. Kind of kickstart things, get ahead, but just missing outside.
This is outside again, 2-0 out of count.
Another just a wide fastball there. Is Johnson going to take a step off and think about it?
2 balls, no strike to Kane Knox. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Hazard on top 5-2. Here's the pitch from Johnson, fouled off. Strike 1, now 2-1 to Knox.
Aggressive fastball by Johnson. He was going to try to come back over the plate there. And, Knox really recognizes that and puts a great swing on it, just clips underneath it once again. Kind of a trend for Powell County so far, but another great balanced swing.
Here's the pitch, curveball misses low. Now 3-1, and certainly here if you're Hazard, you don't want to load the bases.
Yeah, for sure. It gives you no real advantage here. There's force outs, at the 3 bases in the infield there. Don't want to surrender another base runner, get closer to the top.
Knox couldn't catch up to the Johnson fastball. Now full count to the batter. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, big time pitch coming up here is, Johnson been missing wide with the curveball, but, Hazard still may go back to it full count here.
Here's the payoff pitch. Got him looking. Johnson with another backwards K. That's his 4th strikeout of the night, and it couldn't have come at a bigger time if you're Hazard.
Yeah, he's really answered the bell for, most of the big-time pitches in this ball game. Obviously, every pitch big, but, certain situations where he's really needed to, he's dug down deep and, really been able to deliver, and that's just another example there as he gets an important second out, trying to stay away from the top of the order with all these runners on the base paths.
Levi Wells, the new batter for Powell County, takes the first pitch curveball, hits a fly ball to right field, but Cheney back there squeezes it for out number 3. So Powell County threatens. They get runners on first and second off 2 hits, but can do no more. And we'll go to the 4th inning. Hazard still on top, 5-2, when we return from this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network. It is past my bedtime.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hyden.
People's Bank and Trust of Hazard is strongly committed to our community's development, investing in a wide range of business and local organizations. You need the support of a
WSGS from Hazard.
Are you looking for personalized health care that's efficient and close to home? Primary Care Center is now your destination for comprehensive health care in the center of your community. With a team of experienced and caring local providers, we offer a range of services. We have locations in Hazard, Hyden, Hindman, Fico, and now our new Whitesburg location. Stop by today and walk-ins are welcome. That's Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky.
WSGS from Hazard.
Back to Knott County Central High School. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier bringing you the 14th Region Baseball Tournament semifinal game between Hazard and Powell County. Hazard on top 5-2. And they will have Evan Aikman, Isaiah Johnson, and Max Pelfrey due up here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, good hard fastball to start the inning from Dickin on the mound. Kind of settling in now. Looks really solid out there on the mound. Good hard two-seamer there on the inside corner.
This one misses inside. Ball 1 to Aikman. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, we appreciate you folks tuning in.
Still a good fastball there, even though it misses. Really trying to pitch Aikman inside with the fastball, looks like.
Big swing and a miss from Aikman. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one over the middle of the plate, but just blows that one by him. Good solid velocity from Lacey Dickin here.
The 1-2 pitch set to be delivered from Lacey Dickin to Evan Aikman. Here's the pitch. This is outside. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tried to juice that one up a little bit, I think, Jeff. Just a hard fastball and see a little extra action maybe. Just trying to really charge up the velocity on that one and get to the outside corner, but misses well wide.
Here's the pitch hammered by Aikman, but right at the shortstop, Del Rosario fields it over to first to retire Aikman for out number 1.
Good play by Del Rosario there after an aggressive pitch by Dickin. Hard hit ground ball right to short from Evan Aikman, but that one of those balls that it's hard hit and it kind of gets up on you quickly. Takes a little bit of a weird hop on Del Rosario, but he shifts his body well enough and uses his hands nicely to corral that one for the out.
Isaiah Johnson, the batter, up for Hazard. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Calls for time. Here's the pitch. Nearly hits him inside ball 1.
Looks like Powell County really trying to hit that inside corner, as they know they've got a good hard throwing 2-seamer, kind of a lower arm slot guy that's going to move into these righties. So really trying to get in on their hands and keep it on the strike zone. Just missed inside.
This pitch misses inside as well. 2 balls, no strikes to Johnson. Pitcher for Hazard. Singled back in the 2nd inning. The pitch inside, ball 3.
Another fastball inside. I'm not sure that they're trying to work it as much, the 2-0 count. But still getting too far to the inside part of the plate. As Johnson was a little bit late in his last at bat.
This one finds a strike zone. 3-1 now to Johnson. You'd expect that hard fastball there from Dickin.
Yeah, we thought he'd be pretty conservative, 3-1 in his last at bat, but another opportunity here. We saw him swing and get a hold of one last time.
There's a walk for Johnson. Draws ball 4, goes to first base. That's Dickin's first walk of the game.
Yeah, we haven't really seen him struggle with location yet. That one, all fastballs, but having a hard time, getting it over the plate. Not really struggling with location so much as just maybe being a little bit too precise, trying to really paint the corners on that inside part of the plate, but just missing, digging himself a hole. Now going to have to face a dangerous top of the order.
Yeah, Max Pelfrey, leadoff hitter for Hazard, smashes one to Del Rosario. 6-4 on to first, and to Pelfrey to turn the 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Nice play by Powell County to in the Bulldog half of the 4th inning. Pirates coming to bat when we get back from break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health plays a huge role in overall well-being. When you feel mentally well, you're more able to enjoy life and the people in it. Feel better about yourself, keeping up with fulfilling relationships, and manage stress. Schedule an appointment today with the mental health professionals at Little Flower Clinic. Brandy Carmichael and Janie Thompson both are board certified and have numerous years of experience in their field. You are worthy of happiness and peace of mind. Make the call today, 606-487-9505.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, you know, no doubt about it, owning a motorcycle makes you look cool. But insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call James Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
WSGS.
Bottom of the fourth inning here at Knott County Central High School in the 14th Region Baseball Tournament. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier. Bulldogs lead 5-2, but Powell County coming to the plate with the top of their lineup here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Yeah, Isaiah Johnson, the young freshman, still out there. Powell County looking at, trying to get through the lineup once again and see if they can make some adjustments, as they've had a lot of opportunities, threaten to break this game open a little bit, but haven't really been able to finish the job so far.
It'll be Dylan Carter, Kyle Nickel, and Cam Del Rosario due up for Powell County. Actually won't. Second pitch in there for a strike from Johnson. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one a curveball there, a little bit backdoor, kind of over the middle of the plate where it finishes, but a lot slower.
This one hit hard, but right at the first baseman, Max Pelfrey takes it by himself, steps on the bag for out number 1. So 1 up, 1 down for the Pirates here in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, Dylan Carter hits a hard shot down there to Max Pelfrey, who keeps it in front of him, makes a nice play to not pull around there and get that first out after a couple nice pitches from Isaiah Johnson on the mound. Okay, looks like he lost some velocity on the off-speed pitch.
Kyle Nickel to the plate for Powell County. Pitch misses upstairs. Want to say hello to my lovely wife Kim and daughter Casey. They're on their way home. I'll come in through the garage. You ladies will be sound asleep by the time we get home, just in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Late night at the yard.
That's right. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Johnson. Just misses upstairs. 2-0 now to Kyle Nickel.
Couple high fastballs missing. Nickel can be really aggressive here. Try to pick out a fastball once again.
1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. Nickel takes a hack at that one. Couldn't catch up to it. 2-1 now the count.
And maybe a little bit over aggressive. Certainly recognized the fastball, tried to put a swing on it. Maybe, wasting an opportunity by being a little bit too aggressive, though.
This one in the dirt, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
With Del Rosario on deck, so important here for Johnson to kind of kick around on the mound here, but get back on quickly and kind of get himself back in this at bat. You don't really want to surrender an easy base runner for Del Rosario.
Pretty pitch, just missed on the outside corner, so Nickel will earn the 1-out walk. And now, like you said, Jared Del Rosario come to the plate with a runner aboard.
Yeah, give up a free base right there as the fastball misses off the outside corner to one of the better hitters across this region. Dangerous base runner as well. So the young freshman going to have to step back on the mound here, deliver a few pitches. And it does help that, as we've seen him mostly as a reliever, almost entirely as a reliever actually throughout the season. Johnson always pitching from the stretch, so never going to have to make any adjustments there, but certainly changes your mind a little bit when Del Rosario steps in with a runner on base.
Del Rosario on the evening had a sacrifice bunt in the first and was intentionally walked with first base open back in the second inning. No balls, no strikes. Here's the throw back over to first from Johnson. It's 2 back-to-back throws over there to really try to keep Nickel honest at first.
Yeah, he's been pretty consistent about that with really any runner on first base, but Nickel got a good healthy lead over there. He's giving him a couple pretty quick moves, maybe not his best, but pretty solid.
Pitch to Del Rosario, misses outside, ball 1.
Trying to come with a hard fastball on the outside corner to try to get ahead so you can maybe lean on the curveball, as I would anticipate them to do, but he's going to miss with that one. So I still expect him to come back to the curveball here soon, but makes it that much more important to locate it early.
Del Rosario, just like you said, Jared, just a great hitter for Powell County, and now chance to put another runner aboard as Johnson really throwing over to first a couple more times to keep Nickel honest.
Some people may not like that, but for one, it keeps the runner in check, it keeps the hitter off balance, but it also just takes a lot of momentum out of the crowd.
Del Rosario fouled that one off, and it looked like he had a good swing on that one. Just underneath it, fouls it back beyond the backstop.
Yeah, put a good cut on it just underneath it once again. Fouled that one straight back. Pretty high up into the air, so have to make an adjustment. But as far as timing goes, he was right there.
Another throw over to first. Nickel doesn't dive this time. Just gets back without getting his uniform any more dirty.
He's certainly walked back that lead a little bit after a few throws over. Doesn't want to run Del Rosario into a two-out situation.
Del Rosario tried to hold his swing up, but the ball hit his bat, so a foul tip will run the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes to Del Rosario, the shortstop for Powell County.
Yeah, tried to hold back, but ultimately committed to that one, and just foul tips it right, sort of just to the right of home plate there. An important second strike is I'd look for the hammer from Johnson now.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, misses outside, runs the count even, 2-2.
Yeah, looks like Hazard trying to go back to the fastball, maybe elevate it there. Looks like maybe they're trying to stretch the zone, but looked almost like a little bit of a bailout from Johnson there. Maybe a little bit wary, as he probably should be, trying to challenge Del Rosario with a fastball in this situation.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a recipe for disaster, but you don't want to tempt fate with Del Rosario. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Big curveball fouled out of play. So the count's going to stay the same. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, Hazard on top, 5-2. The bottom of the 4th inning. Runner on first for Powell County. 1 out.
See, there's the curveball from Johnson that's well located on the outside part of the plate. Seems like he's more comfortable with that. Also, Del Rosario well underneath it. Just a weak fly ball that happens to go foul well outside the ballpark. But it seems like that's probably the pitch that Hazard's going to need to use here. So they want to get Del Rosario out.
This one misses upstairs, so now full count to the number 3 hitter for Powell County, Cam Del Rosario.
Yeah, fastball once again missing up, a little bit inside too. 3-2. I'm still looking for the curveball.
Here's the pitch. Got him looking. Pretty pitch from Johnson. Del Rosario, I think he was expecting the curveball, and then he couldn't catch up to that one. So another strikeout. Number 5 on the night for Johnson gets Del Rosario looking.
Yeah, pardon me. I'm probably striking out against Isaiah Johnson there as well as I'm looking for the curve 3-2. But, credit to him. Like we said before, any time that he's needed a huge pitch, like a monumental pitch in the ball game, he's really been able to reach, dig down and deliver it. Earlier fastballs in that count really kind of looked like he was bailing out just a little bit outside the zone, but 3-2 grooves one. Just a little bit low in the zone, catches the strike zone for strike 3.
Austin Begley to the plate now for Powell County. First pitch ball. Begley 0 for 2 on the night. He's been caught looking twice. Struck out both times he's been at the plate. Here's the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. Davidson couldn't catch it. Runner's thinking about going to third, but now he's going to retreat to second. It's like Davidson maybe tried to throw that one before he caught it.
Yeah, I don't even hate that from Davidson, as it's rare that you're going to give up a first to third there, especially as the runner's kind of unaware. Looked like a curveball from Johnson that, Davidson gets a glove on it and probably starts to try to make the throw early, but he's really trying to, that's kind of a do or die ball there. But I don't hate that move, but certainly important for Powell County as they are able to steal another runner, showing off that speed on the base pass that, they've got several places through the lineup.
Another pitch to Begley, misses out of the zone. 3 balls, no strikes to the Pirate first baseman, Austin Begley. There's a fastball right down the heart of the plate, taken for a strike.
Yeah, knows that Begley probably not taking the bat off his shoulder just in this stage of the ball game. He's a hitter that'll swing 3-0. Powell County eager to give him the green light, but in this situation, probably not.
Here's a big curveball. Strike 2. Begley thought it was ball 4, took a step or 2 out of the box towards first, and now Johnson worked the full count. And I think Begley probably knows the curveball's coming here.
Yeah, 3-2 again. But the 3-1 curveball there seems like Johnson really comfortable with it right now.
Fastball, Begley takes a hack at it, fouls it off. Count's going to stay full.
Certainly guessing curveball there. You could tell from that swing, defensive swing, and way behind the fastball from Isaiah Johnson that, he's typically not behind on, almost takes the head off L.W. Napier in the on-deck circle. Was definitely guessing curveball.
Here's the payoff pitch. It's going to be upstairs. Ball 4 to Begley. So now runners at first and second for Powell County with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hazard still on top 5-2. The Powell County threatening once again.
Pretty good at bat there from Austin Begley as he gets behind or gets ahead early and is able to really use that to his advantage. Doesn't swing at anything that he doesn't have to. Stays pretty aggressive in the play. He got caught guessing one time, but he had a good enough approach to be able to still get a bat on a hard fastball, even guessing toward the slow curveball. Able to work himself on base with a walk there and extends the inning for Powell County, which is so important in tournament play. If you're able to extend innings over and over and over again, a lot of times that plays into your favor, and they've done just that this half inning.
The Bulldogs have a brief mound visit and see how they're going to play this situation out here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Runners at first and second. L.W. Napier, the third baseman, at the plate now for Powell County.
Huge situation here, obviously, for both teams. Johnson trying to complete that 4th inning of work, and he's really had jam in almost every inning, but has been able to work himself out of it.
Here's the pitch. Napier fouls it up and out of play. Strike 1 to Napier.
Napier, the 5th batter for the Pirates this inning. Only the first pitch strike of this half inning for Isaiah Johnson. So he's really struggled getting behind, able to get those 2 outs, but gets ahead in this count.
There's a curveball swung on, lifted into foul territory. Davidson calls for it, hits his glove, but he couldn't make the catch. So the error from Davidson will give new life to L.W. Napier. He had a long way to run for that one. Johnson was trying to call him off, but Davidson went ahead and tried to make the catch, and it was one of those like you were talking about, Jared. It was sort of spinning away from him.
Yeah, spinning away. It's always going to drift back to the mound. You never really want to see pitchers, something in baseball, pitchers don't really catch fly balls, and that's a long way for a catcher to run, especially dealing with that mass. Maybe look to the third baseman or the pitcher to catch that ball.
Pitch upstairs, runner goes towards third. Davidson with a throw, tag not in time. So a stolen base by Nickel puts him just 90 feet away from putting a run on the board for the Pirates.
Yeah, and Begley stays put at first base. Not sure if that's by design. I'm sure Hazard wouldn't throw behind on a double steal there, but they may be looking at a first and third situation with 2 outs, trying to scratch one across that way, maybe a rundown situation, something like that. They also have the opportunity to try to steal Begley on a straight steal, but Hazard may throw down to second base in that situation. Nonetheless, Nickel able to use his speed, gets a good break on Johnson, steals third.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, lifted into the air, shallow right field. Tucker Napier goes back, catches it for out number 3. So once again, Powell County threatens, can't get a run across. We'll move to the top of the 5th. Hazard still on top 5-2. We'll be back for that 5th inning when we get back from this commercial break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service Company offers a wide range of products including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts and structure, drain pipe, underground miner cap lights. They even have muck and Matterhorn boots and a wide selection of knee pads. Mine Service, locally owned on Highway 15 just south of Hazard, also with a branch on Business 23 in Wise, Virginia. Celebrating over 100 years in the mining industry. Mine Service Company. Dig into Fazoli's Italian classics and find your new favorite. Our baked ziti, baked spaghetti, and loaded fettuccine Alfredo are prepared with fresh, high-quality ingredients. And all your favorite sauces and toppings, cooked to bubbly perfection. These Italian classics are loaded with flavor and handcrafted to order, just for you. And you can't forget about our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks. Find your new favorite with our Italian classics and break breadsticks with us only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dine-in only. Tax not included. Fazoli's and logo are federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
Looking for fast, fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Knott County Central High School here in Hyman, Kentucky. The hosts of the 14th Region Baseball Tournament, Jeff Campbell along with Jarrett Napier. And Jarrett, these middle innings here, 5 and 6, 4, 5, and 6, really, really important for Hazard, looking to add some insurance here. They're on top 5-2.
Yeah, Hazard got a crucial part of their lineup due up here, as it looks like 2-3-4 due up for the Bulldogs. But this early scoring kind of settled down a little bit as the new pitcher Dickin has come in and changed the pace against Hazard. And on the other side, Isaiah Johnson's kind of settled in just a little bit more.
Clint Davidson swings and misses at the first pitch from Dickin. No balls, 1 strike to Davidson. He hits this one, lifts it into right field. Poe coming on, makes the catch for out number 1. Davidson tried to go opposite field, but Poe able to get in there and catch that one for out number 1.
Yeah, Davidson, like we mentioned, seeing the ball really well, but credit to Dickin, able to kind of get him off balance a little bit there, sends a flare out to short right field, and a nice play reading that baseball by Carter Poe to rein it in for the first out.
Gage Logan at the plate. His last at bat, he hammered a 2-run homer over the left field wall, and Dickin challenges him with a fastball, and Logan couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, tried to have his second two home run game of the postseason on that swing, but just swings underneath it a little bit and misses.
Logan probably expecting another heater. This one catches the inside corner. He's quickly behind. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a whole lot of off speed from Dickin so far. Really leaning on that fastball, and it's good. It's got good arm side movement and almost a little sinker ball action as it's kind of moving down and in, but with good velocity on it.
No balls, 2 strikes to Gage Logan, the Bulldog third baseman. 1 for 2 tonight with that 2-run home run. Here's the pitch. Hammered high and foul. Turning out of play. So the count will remain 0-2, and Logan took a hack at that one, just fouled it off.
Yeah, he's been taking hacks, but with 2 strikes, I expect him to change his approach just a little bit. He is having kind of a hard time catching up to this Dickin fastball. It's certainly been a change of pace, just a little bit different than Nickel, and getting on these Hazard hitters a little bit earlier. As you can see, Gage Logan all the way back in the box.
Here is the 0-2 pitch. Took a little something off that one, but it missed inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now to Gage Logan.
Yeah, off speed and a really nice 0-2 off speed there. Good movement on it. Really nice change of pace, especially for Logan, who's trying to adjust to be able to catch up to the fastball. Good pitch there. Misses the zone. No big deal. Come back with a 1-2 offering now.
Here is that 1-2 pitch from Dickin. Fastball misses the outside, runs the count even, 2-2. And now, if you're Gage Logan, you can definitely look for something around the plate.
Yeah, shorten up here, but this is the time to be aggressive, as you're likely going to get a fastball in the zone. Powell kind of tried to go back outside there. Dickin just sort of reaching across the plate.
He offers at it. Said he did go, but he got away from the catcher, so he had to retrieve the ball, throw it down to first to retire Logan via the strikeout for out number 2.
Yeah, and we actually saw the off speed from Dickin there again, and it just fools Gage Logan. I think he was thinking along the same lines as you and I, Jeff, just trying to gear up to that 2-2 fastball, as that's really been, the primary pitch for Dickin in this ballgame, and it's been really successful for him. It changes the pace there. Maybe saw something a little bit earlier in that bat, and gets Gage Logan to go down swinging.
Tucker Napier to the plate now for Hazard. Single and scored a run back in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle, strike 1 to Tucker Napier.
Yeah, just a good hard fastball. Dickin reaching back for that one. Coming with that same lower kind of arm slot. Throwing a good hard heater over the plate.
No balls, 1 strike to Napier. Here's the pitch. This one lunged at. Grounded over to 3rd. Napier fields it on to 1st. and it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So nice play by Tucker Napier. Shows a lot of speed to get down there and beat that one out.
Yeah, we mentioned him having pretty solid speed earlier tonight. Not one of his better swings, not the highest quality swing there, but put something in play on the ground to that left side, kind of a slow roller there, and drops the bat immediately and gets the puppies churning down the first base line, able to pull the first baseman on a little bit of an errant throw, trying to cut him down in time.
Trace Kincaid now to the plate. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Tucker Napier at first. Pitch is outside, ball 1 to Trace Kincaid.
Dickin trying to really use that arm side run on the fastball and kind of get to that outside corner, as he's the right-handed pitcher going against the left-handed Kincaid here. So starting that on the middle of the plate, moving it off, trying to catch that corner just a little bit too far out.
Tried the same thing there, Jarrett. Too far out again. 2 balls, no strikes to Kincaid.
Same thing there. Pitch that can be really, impactful for him if he's able to work it on that outside corner, but just a couple early misses now leave Kincaid in a good position.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And this outside, ball 3. So all 3 of those pitches missing in virtually the same place. 3-0 count to Kincaid.
Yeah, I think this is the mistake that we might have seen from Dick, and I'm not sure if he's trying to be that precise, but it certainly seems like he's really trying to get all these to the corner. More importantly, you got to get them over the plate.
4-pitch walk for Trace Kincaid. Moves Napier into scoring position as Kincaid goes to first base with Skylar Cheney coming to the plate.
Yeah, 2 outs in the bottom of the order up here, but Skylar Cheney, another just kind of flying open with the left side. A little bit less velocity on that pitch. Working well inside, almost pitches Cheney.
Families serving families since 1963.
Pitch fouled away by Cheney. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one of the fuller swings that we've seen from Cheney in a while. A lot of times we see him just, poke one here and there, hit a little line drive up the middle, but that was a pretty full cut.
Here is the 1-1 pitch to Skylar Cheney. Hammered down the left field line, but turning foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to the Bulldog right fielder.
Like Cheney had a pretty good read on the curveball, picked it up pretty early, and just didn't quite keep the foot down for long enough. Was Dickett trying to backdoor and start one almost behind his back and bring it in that inside corner for a strike looking. Gets out in front of that one, and it's coming in so close to your body, it's hard to hit that into fair territory and still hit it hard.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Cheney. Grounded towards short. Del Rosario has to take the backhand. Long throw across the diamond. Can't catch it. It's the first baseman. Kincaid rounds third. He's coming home. Slides in safely. So Skylar Cheney doing a job and hit that one deep in the hole. Del Rosario not able to make the throw, and the Bulldogs put up another run, and they lead 6-2.
Almost a gold glove play from Del Rosario at shortstop, moving back in that 5-6 hole, and a hard hit ball from Cheney, something we've seen from him time and time again. Just working that bat head control. But Del Rosario gets there with the backhand, makes a clean pick, comes up throwing immediately, and throws a missile over there just a little bit too high for Austin Begley to handle. And a run scored for the Hazard Bulldogs. You might like to see Del Rosario eat that and prevent a run scoring, but the truth is that's really a play that he can make and almost did.
And how heady, base running by Trace Kincaid. There was 2 outs. He was going home either way. Never slowed down rounding third, and really no chance for him to be thrown out at home as Talon Goins comes to the plate now for Hazard. 1 ball, no strike to Goins. Here is the 1-0 pitch. Hammered down the left field line, but just foul. Man, if that would have been in fair territory, you're probably talking 1 run for sure, maybe 2.
Yeah, that's probably would have been a stand-up double, as Goins actually at an off-speed that time. So, seeing it well, maybe just jumping out on it a little bit too early with that speed change, but a good swing on it. Got to have Dickin kind of thinking about where he's going to go next.
1 ball, 1 strike to Goins. Here's the pitch. This one hammered into the left center field. It's down. 1 run is in for Hazard. The center fielder falls down. Cheney being waved around. He's going to score with ease, so a 2 RBI double for Goins. Puts 2 more on the board for Hazard, and they lead 8-2.
Yeah, Goins just a master class in adjusting. Sees another pitch kind of over the middle part of the plate there. Puts a great swing on it. Adjusts to send that into left center field for a couple RBIs. Speedy base runners on the base pass for the Bulldogs, but I think they were scoring either way on a stand-up double for Goins, who's had a big bat in this region tournament.
Yeah, that ball hit hard into that left center field gap, and then a little dew on the grass as the center fielder went over to try to pick the ball up. He sort of slipped, and that gave Skylar Cheney, allowed him to score easily from first base. And, man, this middle part of the lineup, the bottom part of the lineup for Hazard, really being effective tonight in this regional tournament semifinal game.
Yeah, throughout the lineup, but I'll tell you, I've been really impressed with that, that middle to bottom part. They've really pulled their weight. Situational hitting has been huge for them. Goins obviously left the yard the other night, but looking through the rest of that middle part of the lineup, not a lot of guys that are going to leave the yard too often or going to hit balls off the wall or anything like that. But coming up with huge situational singles and doubles to advance, extend the inning and pass the bat to the next guy, which is huge in tournament play if you can have that sort of continuity throughout the 9 guys that are batting.
And doing all the damage here in this inning with 2 outs. Had 2 outs, Napier reached on an error, Kincaid walked, Skylar Cheney with an infield single, and then Goins with that 2 RBI double. And all 3 of those guys scored. Hazard leads 8-2 with Evan Aikman at the plate. No balls, 1 strike to Aikman. Goins out at second base. Here's the pitch. This one hit hard down the left field line, just foul. I was waiting for some chalk to fly up on that one, Jarrett. That one was close.
Yeah, it was, just inches away. A little bit foul down the left field line there, but another example of a Hazard hitter. Picking up on the pitch early, kind of turning on that inside pitch. If Dickin's going to continue to pitch inside, looks like they've made the adjustment there. So sort of getting out in front of those, but if it's really perfectly located and it's got good movement on it for Dickin, he can feel comfortable knowing that it's hard to hit that ball, to pull it and hit it hard and keep it in fair territory.
Aikman fouls the 0-2 pitch off, so the count will remain no balls, 2 strikes to Evan Aikman, the Bulldog left fielder.
One of the hardest fastballs we've seen all night from Dickin there, and Aikman just fouls it straight back. He was all over it, just a little bit underneath. A good comeback pitch from Dickin. He's, credit to him, he's out there on the mound. He's made some really nice pitches.
Here's another 0-2 pitch. It'll be outside. Ball 1. Nearly got away from the catcher. That would have allowed Goins to get to third rather easily.
Yeah, 0-2 there, really trying to stretch the zone with a curveball, or I'd call it probably more of a slider, as it's more of a right to left, kind of a sharper break, a little bit faster than a traditional curveball. So missing outside with the slider.
Here's the 1-2 pitch to Aikman. Hits it high. It's going to stay on the infield. Second baseman coming on to make the catch is Bo Begley. But Hazard does some damage in their half of the 5th inning. They score 3 runs on 2 hits, 1 Powell County error, and Hazard leads Powell County 8-2 as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning after this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
How about a cellular plan with no credit check, no contracts, and most features of postpaid? Then visit Appalachian Wireless today, where your connections matter the most, and jump on Forward Pay. Take advantage of $75 off Forward Pay devices. Plans as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99. At 10 gig of data for only $39.99. Or go unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down. Forward Pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
If your sink won't drain just like it should, who you gonna call? If your toilet's clogged and it don't smell good, who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hayden.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Knott County Central High School for the 14th Regional Baseball Tournament. Hazard taking on Powell County with a trip to the 14th Region Championship on the line. The Bulldogs ahead 8-2 as we move to the bottom of the fifth inning. Powell County coming to the plate, and Jarrett, Powell County, they're going to have to get something going in a hurry.
Yeah, definitely. Big inning from Hazard. A couple big innings that haven't been responded to by the Pirates so far since that lone run they scored in the second inning. They obviously scored one in the bottom of the first, but find themselves trailing by 6 runs now, and the knot, growing deeper into the knot here and less time to sort of respond.
And Isaiah Johnson doing a fabulous job on the mound, only giving up 3 hits. He's flirted with disaster some, but a lot of that's come from walks and a few Bulldog mistakes. But he's firmly in control, on top 8-2. And he'll face Carter Poe, Drew Miller, and Kane Knox to start things off here for Powell County. First two pitches to Poe. Easy for me to say, misses. 2 balls, no strikes to Poe.
Yeah, a couple close misses there. Tried the backdoor curve with the first pitch, just missed it. Come back with a fastball, missing high and inside.
Poe hits this one foul, so the count will be 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, big opportunity for Poe there, who we've seen kind of make some pretty solid adjustments in his plate appearances, but just missed a fastball over the middle of the plate there.
Here's a 2-1 pitch from Johnson. Will stay upstairs, 3 balls, 1 strike.
You're going to have to come back here, interested to see if they use the curveball like they did 3-1 earlier, but can't surrender a leadoff walk, especially after you really take control of the ball game here. Firmly in the middle innings.
Pitch misses upstairs. Indeed, it is a leadoff walk. That's the 6th walk of the day for Johnson. Sort of counterbalances that out with the 5 strikeouts. But like you said, Jarrett, you definitely don't want to put a leadoff runner aboard with a walk.
Yeah, that's kind of how a lot of the issues for Johnson have, came about. A lot of self-inflicted mistakes sort of made his evening a lot more stressful than it otherwise would have been, as he's only given up a handful of hits.
Coach Varney of the Bulldogs coming out to talk to his guys. It looks like we're going to have a pitching change, as will probably be Max Pelfrey coming on to take the mound for Hazard. And, but, Isaiah Johnson, Jared, we talked about it in the pregame, just how impressed we were with him on the mound. And he's come out, only give up 3 hits, struck out 5, and done a phenomenal job thus far for Hazard.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't, undersell what he's done for the Hazard Bulldogs, giving them, a great opportunity as a freshman to, come out here and compete in a semifinal game. Came out, and, a lot of kids would probably fold under the pressure he was under, right from the get-go. Gives away the 1 run in the first inning out of what could have been an absolute disaster, as he, sort of loaded the bases, had 2 or 3 walks in that inning, but comes up with a couple strikeouts. And, that's really been the story of the night. He's got himself into a little bit of trouble here and there. But he's really, I'll say it again, I've said it before, but anytime he needed a huge pitch, he's really been able to dig down and deliver it almost 100% of the time. So that's, very promising for a freshman and a great performance to give the Hazard Bulldogs a chance.
So Pelfrey coming on to pitch. Isaiah Johnson will go to second. He's out there taking a few warm-up tosses right now, and I think that Tucker Napier will maybe slide over to first base.
That's pretty interesting. I don't think I've seen Tucker Napier at first this year.
I'm not either. I thought they may put Gage Logan over there. I have seen Logan play some first base, Kincaid some third, and Napier at short, but looks like Napier, he's just going to continue his journey around the diamond. He started at short. He was at second. Now he's going on to first. Next, he may end up catching.
Yeah. Unique about high school baseball. You see these kids move around a lot. a lot of versatility is required. But Bulldogs going to keep Gage Logan over at third base. He's played well over there so far. And, you know, Max Pelfrey's going to come in here, 13 appearances on the year, 8 of those starts. So does have some relief experience, 4-3 record and a 3.25 ERA. More importantly, though, I think he serves as a good move by Coach Barney because it's going to be a significant speed change here. He's going to throw a harder fastball than Isaiah Johnson. Still got a pretty good curveball that whenever he's controlling it, got good command and keeping it over the plate. He could be a really nice pitcher for the Hazard Bulldogs, and we'll have to see how he does in a relief effort as he comes up with a runner on base.
He'll face Drew Miller to get things started. Miller 2 for 2 tonight. He's got 2 singles, scored a run back in the second inning. But Pelfrey does inherit the base runner at first in the form of Carter Poe. No balls, 1 strike. Quick throw over to first as Poe dives back safely.
Base runner important not only because they're on base close to scoring position, but also because Pelfrey not traditionally a guy that pitches from the stretch 100% of the time. Usually a wind-up guy that'll work into the stretch when somebody gets on base, so has to come in directly from the stretch, but he's handling it well.
No balls, 2 strikes to Drew Miller.
Good solid curveball right over the plate to get ahead 0-2.
Here is the 0-2 pitch. Lifted foul. Davidson giving chase. Looks like he's going to have a shot at it. Squeezes it for out number 1. Nice play behind the plate in foul territory by Clint Davidson to make that play.
Yeah, we saw him struggle earlier with one that was much further down the line. Would have been an impressive play. That one a little bit more textbook of what you're asking of your catcher. He does a fine job locating that ball, taking the mask off before he locates it. Once he finds it, throwing the mask well out of the way and then making the grab.
Kane Knox, the new batter for Powell County, watches the first pitch drop in there for strike 1 from Max Pelfrey.
Pelfrey coming in here commanding his ball right from the get-go. Good solid fastball once again over the plate there to get ahead.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's going to stay upstairs. We'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Knox.
Not sure if we see Poe try to run, but we've seen Pelfrey pick over before he comes set. And importantly, Poe is getting a pretty standard lead. And then once Pelfrey comes set, he's decided to take an extra step then because Pelfrey hasn't picked from that position yet until now. Of course, when I bring it up.
Right on time.
So maybe a better chance to try to work him back closer to the bag if you decide to pick once you come set, opposed to picking when you're looking in for the sign.
Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Nice job by Davidson to block that one up, keep it in front of him. 1 ball, no strikes to Knox. Or is that 1-1? Should be 1-1.
Say 2-1, I think.
A little late putting a count up on the board to throw down to first. Nice stop by Napier to keep that one from going into right field.
Tucker Napier with a change of gloves. Coming up with a big pick there. Obviously, that first baseman is so much bigger than a traditional middle infield glove, but he's able to come up with a play that prevents a runner in scoring position.
Another pitch in the dirt, but it's going to be a walk, so runners will advance. Poe moves over to second. Kane Knox to first. So a 1-out walk puts runners on first and second for Powell County here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, just a few too many misses, obviously, from Max Pelfrey there. As he's got the fastball working early, coming nice and overhand with it. Just trying to get to that outside corner on those last few pitches and coming across the plate and spiking them in the dirt a little bit.
Levi Wells coming to the plate. Bats in the number 9 spot for Powell County. Flew out in his last plate appearance, reached on an error back in the second inning.
Wells doing a job here. Sees a fastball just barely above the zone, but nice job staying patient. Really trying to work this count, see a lot of pitches, and just importantly trying to get back to these hitters in the top of the Pirate order.
This one pitch from Pelfrey finds the inside part of the plate. Strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike to Levi Wells.
That one close, just nips the inside corner for strike 1. Pelfrey able to find something inside underneath the hands.
This one grounded over to first. Napier can't handle it. It's going to go into right field. Runner's going to come home. Here's a throw runner's going to retreat to third. Got him held up in a little bit of a rundown. Throw it away into left field. But backing it up was Aikman. A long throw to first. This ball thrown all over the field. But a run does score for Powell County on the throwing error in the left field. So Carter Poe comes around and touches home. Kane Knox will be at second and Wells at first.
Yeah, really nice job by Carter Poe on the base pass, really trying to put a lot of pressure on Hazard, and it ends up working. Rounds third on a ball to right field that there's almost no chance that he's going to try to take home on that, but does just enough to force a throw back to the bag, in which Hazard throws it away, surrenders that run. Nice job at the plate from Wells.
And now, if you're Hazard, you still lead by 5, 8-3. At the top of this order, due up, and Dylan Carter, runners at first and second, with still only one out. Here's the pitch from Pelfrey, swung on and missed by Carter. Like you said, Jared, at the bottom of that Powell County lineup, sort of doing a job, just putting the ball in play, making Hazard make a few mistakes, and they do get a run across. Yeah, turn it back over to the top.
Yeah, just not getting ahead of themselves, not trying to do anything outside their capabilities, staying within themselves, swinging balanced, and putting the ball in play, doing what they need to do.
Here's the pitch to Carter. It's going to miss outside. It will run the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. To the leadoff hitter for Powell County.
You see Tucker Naker at first base playing pretty close to the first base line over there. I think that's one of the reasons that he wasn't really able to get to that last ball, the ball that ended up being a single into right field there. Not sure if they're thinking about trying to pick behind the behind runner over at first base there, maybe try to catch him sleeping, or if that's just sort of a middle innings or late inning kind of depth.
2 balls, 1 strike to count to Dylan Carter. Catches the outside corner, runs the count even, 2-2.
There's a better composed fastball from Max Pelfrey. Just Clint Davidson set off on that outside corner, never has to move the mitt for that one.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Pelfrey. It's going to miss outside. It'll be a full count now to Dylan Carter. Kyle Nickel in the on-deck circle for Powell County, waiting his turn to get to the plate.
Yeah, big-time pitch coming up here for your Max Pelfrey. Just trying to get one over the plate, not grooving anything, but really trying to dig deep and execute one pitch and try not to let this snowball.
Here's the pitch, swung on into right field for a single. Cheney fields it. Runner's not going to try it this time, but the bases are loaded for Powell County after the single into right field for Dylan Carter. So Carter will be at first, Kane Knox at third, and Levi Wells moves over to second base.
Outstanding approach by Carter at the plate. Just a little bit different than what we saw earlier in the game. Not as aggressive, not trying to attack the gaps or hit something off the wall or burn an outfielder. Just trying to hit something really hard and make sure that you don't sky one and give away an easy out. He does just that, hits sort of a shot that Tucker Naker has to use his speed to get over there and dive in front of that one and still not able to knock it down, as that's another single for these Pirates, who are finding their way with the bats at just the right time as they are trying to look to crack back into this game.
Bases loaded, only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hazard on top, 8-3. Here's the pitch to Nickel. Strike 1.
Yeah, perfect 0-0 curveball from Max Pelfrey. That's a good sign for him with the off speed. It seems like if he starts in at bat, with a strike like that, or well executed pitch, he's able to deliver more consistently to the plate.
This one swung on, grounded over to short. Kincaid over to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get. But a run for Powell County does score, and that will be 2 runs for them in this inning. Hazard still leads 8-4.
A couple nice pitches from Max Pelfrey there, able to get sort of a chopper on that pitch, and nice play by Trace Kincaid, reading the hop well, decides to come get that on the big hop, able to deliver just from that sort of hip pocket, throws it, nice controlled ball over for the force out at second. They'll give away that run with the 4-run lead that they have as long as they can get an out. No real chance at the double play. Is a nice job by the Powell County runner to sort of break that one up without going outside the rules.
Cameron Del Rosario at the plate now for the Pirates. Runners on first and third with 2 outs. Hazard leads 8-4. The Powell County's put up a 2-spot here in the bottom of the 5th and threatening for more.
Huge at bat. I don't see Powell County running here.
Del Rosario took a manly cut at that one. Couldn't catch up to it. No balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that was a healthy cut. Good bat speed on that one. Just swings through it. I was going to say I don't see Powell County running here because they want Del Rosario swinging the bat. They don't want to run him out of an inning.
The runner goes. Fake the throw to second. So Levi Wells at third, not able to advance, but Dylan Carter moves to second. Now the Pirates have 2 in scoring position, and you would almost have to expect that if Del Rosario can get a hit here, put something to the grass, Powell County look to score 2.
Yeah, and I think Dylan Carter kind of eases a little bit of what I was worried about there is, his speed. Hazard not even going to throw down. You have the option to walk Del Rosario now, but you've already got a strike past him. And, do you really want to load the bases and bring the tying run to the plate? So I don't think that Hazard wants to entertain that thought, so I think they're going to trust Pelfrey here. Older kid, very experienced player to, go head-to-head with another one of the great players in the 14th region.
2 balls, 1 strike now to Del Rosario. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. So now a 2-2 count to Del Rosario, and things get really interesting right here.
Yeah, pitch sequencing so important. 2s everywhere, deuces wild here in the bottom of the 5th. Pelfrey actually gets Del Rosario on the curve there, so just based on that curve bouncing in the dirt, Del Rosario, his usual discipline, you can tell that he thought that was a fastball for a long time, and it was too late before he realized that he was looking at the off speed. So, maybe an advantage in that for Hazard.
2-2 pitch, fastball misses low. Now a full count to Del Rosario, and you can sort of intentionally walk him here if Coach Varney decides to do that.
Yeah, don't want to groove one here. You can pitch conservatively still.
And he does just that, throws it in the dirt. So Del Rosario works the walk, and now the bases are loaded for Powell County with Austin Begley coming to the plate.
Yeah, Begley, a good hitter for Powell County, as they're certainly threatening here. Got the bases juiced with a nice hitter at the plate. Once again, just, based on what I've seen in this game and, where Pelfrey's leaning, I expect Hazard to kind of lean on the curveball with him early. They may try to squeak across a fastball to get a first pitch strike, but I could also really see the first pitch sort of middle of the plate curveball and sort of lean in on that for Pelfrey the rest of the at-bat.
Yeah, Begley struck out twice and walked, so he's yet to hit the baseball. Did reach base via that walk. This one in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes to Austin Begley.
Yeah, miss there from Pelfrey, and gets down 1-0, and that's a big take from Austin Begley. He's certainly chomping at the bit to swing, but stays within himself to be disciplined.
This one misses upstairs, 2-0 to Begley. And Jarrett, you mentioned it in the pregame. You're going to be called upon you're going to be put in a position to make a play, and somebody for one of these 2 teams is going to have to make a play right here.
Yeah, for certain right here. Max Pelfrey going to be eager to enter back in the zone, try to let his defense make a play.
3 consecutive balls to Begley, 3-0 count. Begley, the number 4 hitter. Do you green light him here, or is he all take?
I think he's all take, just because you're trying to chip away here, and Pelfrey struggled with launches. They've answered all 3 of those runs, and still looking to strike here with the bases loaded. I think that's L.W. Napier at the plate, but we're going to have a runner over at first base. But it's more time for Max Pelfrey to either compose himself or think about the situation. As an older kid, you'd anticipate him to kind of compose himself, kick around the dirt here a little bit, try to go back to some fields that he knows are consistent for him.
Yeah, the bases loaded for Hazard. The umpire delivering the message of the courtesy runner, or probably a substitute at first. Begley, the first baseman, so I'm sure if they put somebody in for him, he'll re-enter. But L.W. Napier coming to the plate. Got 1 hit on the night. The boy hit here would be big for Powell County. They trail 8-5. Already put up 3 here in the 5th inning, looking to add to it. Max Pelfrey with a pitch. Downstairs, ball 1.
That's a miss, and I'll tell you something. here, Jeff. I don't know if Hazard would be willing to try it, but the courtesy runner is a mile off of first base if you want to throw behind him, but that's a dangerous play.
Pitch misses downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. He did have a healthy lead. He was in Frogtown.
Yeah. Looks like Hazard just complacent to pitch to home plate here.
Here is the pitch. There's a strike from Pelfrey. The board says 1 and 2, but I think it's 2 and 1. Nope, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I missed a strike. So Pelfrey, 1 pitch away from getting out of this jam. LW Napier at the plate. Here's the pitch. Foul. Back out of play. Counts want to stay the same. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good aggressive pitch from Pelfrey. Coming over the plate there, but credit to LW Napier. Fouls it off. Stays alive.
Here's the pitch in the dirt. See if he went. They're going to say he did. And that's going to be out number 3. He offered at it. The ball was in the dirt. Davidson fielded, tagged him for out number 3. But Powell County does some damage. They put up 3 runs and cut into this lead. Hazard still on top, 8-5. And now we're not going to go to break yet. I'm not for sure what's happening. They're trying to return Powell County to the dugout as there was some confusion. Powell County protesting, but I think this inning is going to be over. So we'll move to the top of the 6th inning. We'll take a break. When we get back, we'll have 6th inning action for you right here on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Okay, Reward Spot. How much should people earn with free Kasasa Cash checking?
5% APY on balances as high as $25,000.
Every month you qualify? That's so high.
5% APY. 5% APY.
Reward Spot has gone rogue. Free checking, cash rewards. Ask for Kasasa Cash. It's our superpower.
Learn more about Kasasa at People's Bank and Trust Company in Hazard.
APY equals annual percentage yield. Qualifications, rules, limitations, apply. Rates and rewards vary by account balance and qualification status. Contact institution for details. Member FDIC.
Recovery and Beyond is open in Vico, and we're also excited to be open in our Hindman location. We're located at Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky on the Hindman Bypass. We treat men and women suffering from substance use. We also assist pregnant mothers with a goal of having healthy babies, providing mat treatment, transportation, emergency food boxes, clothing, and other personal items. In addition to parenting classes, substance use counseling, living skills, peer support, case management services, and much more.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Knox County Central High School hosting the 14th Region Baseball Tournament. Jeff Campbell, Jarrett Napier. Jarrett saw a lot of offense in that 5th inning. Hazard scored 3 in the top. Powell County comes back with 3 in the bottom. Hazard still on top 8-5. And, I'm thinking they need some insurance.
Yeah, no lead really safe in this game. We've seen a lot of pitchers duels throughout the tournament. This is not one of them. Pitchers for each team really doing a nice job, but a lot of self-inflicted mistakes, kick-starting runs for both teams.
Isaiah Johnson hit by the pitch. He wears number 11, and he wore that one right between the ones. The first pitch from Dickin hits Johnson. So a leadoff runner aboard for Hazard here in the top half of the 5th, or 6th, excuse me.
Yeah, big-time mistake from Dickin there is just plunks Johnson with a wide miss to the right. We've seen him miss inside before. Never really ran it in far enough to hit a batter, but he does so here and brings back the top of the order with a free base runner and still no outs.
Max Pelfrey coming to the plate for Hazard. First pitch strike from Dickin. Nice pitch, especially after the one got away from him on Johnson.
Yeah, nice job to come back over the plate there. Pelfrey going to take that one, trying to stay composed and a little bit more patient here later in the game.
Here's the pitch. This was strike 2 to Max Pelfrey.
Another good fastball, that time more on the outside corner. Cracking the mid up here. A good velocity still from Dickin, even in the late cold night.
A lot of the Estill County baseball team still sticking around to see who wins this one, as we are 16 minutes past 11 o'clock. So those guys will get back to Irvin sometime way after midnight. His pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Pelfrey.
Always an interesting decision for coaches, how much you want to hang around and watch as a staff and how much you want your players to hang around.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one laced foul by Pelfrey. Well, here's the advantage if you're Estill County. The championship game's not tomorrow.
Yeah.
You got a day off to prepare and get ready for whoever wins this one. But still quite a long ride from Estill County. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Pelfrey. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air. Is going to stay in the infield. The second baseman underneath it makes the catch. That's Bo Begley to retire Pelfrey for out number 1.
After a nice adjustment by Pelfrey, kind of getting on the plate, shortening up a little bit with 2 strikes, the Dickin delivers a nice hard fastball, elevated a little bit, gets it kind of past Pelfrey almost. Just enough up and in on him to where he sends a sky-high fly ball out to second base.
That will bring the Bulldog catcher, Clint Davidson, to the plate. He singled and scored a run back in the 3rd inning. Put it in play every time. He's been up tonight. Throw over to first. Chases Johnson back safely.
Good look over to Johnson. Not Dickin's best move over there. Just sort of trying to throw over there, engage the lead a little bit, I think.
Keeping him honest. Here's the pitch to Davidson. It misses inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strike to Davidson.
Fastball there with that arm side run. Running inside the zone. Davidson able to take it for ball number 1. Now trying to pick out a fastball.
Pitch drops in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to the Bulldog catcher, Davidson.
Sees a great fastball there from Dickin, who really delivers a nice pitch based on the situation. You know that Davidson's probably going to be aggressive on anything middle in. So being able to reach across and find something on that outside corner with not too much effort, able to just kind of make the decision and go over there and do it. That's a big pitch in this scenario.
Another throw over to first. Johnson back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Hazard on top 8-5. The winner will advance to Friday night's 14th Region Championships, take on the Engineers of Estill County. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Dickin, fouled back out of play by Davidson. Now 1-2 is the count.
Dickin comes back over the plate there with a hard fastball, but Davidson sees it well. Fouls it straight back, and we'll see if it changes the sequencing, the decision-making from the Powell County dugout.
Dickin getting the sign from his catcher. Set to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on by Davidson. Lifted into foul territory. Is it going to stay in play? Yes, it is. The first baseman goes over and makes the catch. Nice play over there by L.W. Napier. He was getting close to the fence.
Yeah, nice play there. Able to get pretty close to the fence, but still make the grab on a ball tailing toward the fence. And, another example of those fastballs, just getting in on the Hazard hitters at the right time and causing them to hit these pop-ups that, turn out to be easy outs for the Powell County Pirate defense.
Now we'll bring Gage Logan to the plate. He's 1 for 3 tonight. The one was a big one, though, a 2-run home run way back in the 3rd inning. Left the yard in a hurry.
He'll be looking for a fastball once again. Try to put a hard swing on it early.
Fastball just misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Gage Logan.
That one high, or outside, and probably just a little bit high as well from Dickin, trying to probably stay away from Logan a little bit. You got to be careful elevating that fastball, but it gives you a better chance to get it by him.
This one swung on, lifted, foul, turning. You're going to go out of play. Leaving the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Logan.
Yeah, that another elevated fastball, but it does give you the better chance to get past Logan, who hits fastballs well, but if you can get one by him, you might cause more of a fly ball pop-up instead of a shot like he hit that left the yard earlier. So as long as you can keep it out of his wheelhouse and keep the velocity up, it's a solid approach.
Another throw to first. Johnson back in time. Now, you really have to be careful how you pitch a guy like Gage Logan. I mean, we've seen him hit a home run here tonight, but he's got a lot of power, hits to all fields. He's a really nice player for Coach Varney and the Bulldogs. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Logan. Inside, little chin music, backs him off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, maybe trying to really work inside there, not caring how far you go inside as long as you don't hit him. Maybe trying to brush him off just a little bit to go with something soft away, or maybe just even a fastball away.
Here's the pitch. Curveball sort of caught him off guard, but it's a strike, so runs the count even, 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Hazard on top, 8-5.
Yeah, it looked like that previous fastball just to sort of brush him off, to come back with a soft, slider that, is dipped a little bit in velocity, it looks like, but, slider still moving away, catching that outside corner. Good setup.
Here's the pitch to Logan. Upstairs, runner goes. Throw down, not in. Oh, got it. I thought the throw was going to be off the mark. Nice play out at second by Begley to snag that one and tag Johnson for out number 3. So we'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Hazard on top, 8-5 when we get back from this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental health plays a huge role in overall well-being. When you feel mentally well, you're more able to enjoy life and the people in it. Feel better about yourself, keeping up with fulfilling relationships, and manage stress. Schedule an appointment today with the mental health professionals at Little Flower Clinic. Brandy Carmichael and Janie Thompson both are board certified and have numerous years of experience in their field. You are worthy of happiness and peace of mind. Make the call today, 606-487-9505.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call James Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service Company offers a wide range of products including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts and structure, drain pipe, underground miner cap lights. They even have muck and Matterhorn boots and a wide selection of knee pads. Mine Service, locally owned on Highway 15 just south of Hazard, also with a branch on Business 23 in Wise, Virginia. Celebrating over 100 years in the mining industry. Mine Service Company.
WSGS.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Knott County Central High School. Hazard and Powell County. Hazard on top 8-5. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier. Ball is dribbled in front of the plate. Nice play by Clint Davidson to throw to first. Couldn't be handled at first base. So the error will put Carter Poe aboard, and a nice play by Davidson coming out of that catcher position.
Yeah, it was a nice play. Poe just kind of hitting the swing and bunt out there, and that's one of the balls that, you had the turf infield grass here at Knott County, so it's going to spin like that normal turf, even though the rest of the surface is natural. But that one really grabbing and having that backspin, and it actually kind of helps Clint Davidson, I think, but doesn't really clear the runner enough and throws wide down to first base, so it gets by, and another leadoff base runner for the Pirates.
We'll bring Drew Miller to the plate, and arguably the hottest hitter for Powell County tonight. 2 out of 3 scored a run. First pitch strike from Max Pelfrey to Miller.
Yeah, Miller's been a problem that takes the first pitch curveball. Nice pitch from Pelfrey.
This one grounded sharply to short. Kincaid to second, on to first. 6-4-3 double play. Nice play by the Bulldogs, rolling one up right there.
Yeah, big time to roll one, and Max Pelfrey gets ahead with the first pitch curveball, comes back with a nice one there, and hard hit ground ball by Drew Miller, who kind of stays hot. I mean, that's a great approach to have, but just happens to be right at Trace Kincaid out there at shortstop, who makes a clean play on it, gives a nice flip to Isaiah Johnson, who makes a good throw over to first base, and 6-4-3 is a big time for it.
Clears the bases, but brings up Kane Knox now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Once again, Hazard on top 8-5. 1 ball, no strike to Knox. Pretty pitch there from Pelfrey, evens the count 1 apiece.
Yeah, missed with the first pitch, came back with that same sort of middle-of-the-road curveball. Nice pitch from Pelfrey. One he can kind of rely on, especially from the windup.
This one misses upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Knox batting in the number 8 spot. This one lifted in the air to center field. Not been one hit out there all day. Had to wait Talon Goins up, but he goes and makes the catch for out number 3. Quick work by Pelfrey in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll move to the top of the 7th. Bulldogs coming to the plate when we get back from this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Dig into Fazoli's Italian classics and find your new favorite. Our baked ziti, baked spaghetti, and loaded fettuccine alfredo are prepared with fresh, high-quality ingredients and all your favorite sauces and toppings, cooked to bubbly perfection. These Italian classics are loaded with flavor and handcrafted to order just for you. And you can't forget about our unlimited signature garlic breadsticks. Find your new favorite with our Italian classics and break breadsticks with us only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks, dining only. Tax not included. Fazoli's in logo or federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In Kentucky, basketball is a long-standing tradition steeped in championship history. We at Kimber Furniture are proud to be able to support the Big Blue Nation on WSGS. Come see us at Kimber Furniture and shop all the winning brands that have stood the test of time. And let our all-star team help you choose the best seat in the house. Kimber Furniture, families serving families since 1963.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks. Top of the 7th inning here in the 14th Region Baseball Tournament. Hazard and Powell County. Hazard coming to the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. Jeff Campbell along with Jarrett Napier. Jarrett, it'll be Gage Logan, Tucker Napier, and Trace Kincaid due up for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, big part of the lineup. They pulled a lot of weight through the tournament as well as tonight. And, Gage Logan has that, powerful stroke in the bag if he needs it, but if you're Hazard, just really trying to find any way to scratch across insurance, and if you're Powell County, trying to have a quick inning, get yourself back on offense.
That pitch evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike to Logan. He'll see a few extra pitches. He was at the plate when the 6th inning ended when Johnson was caught stealing. So I think the more pitches he sees, the better he gets. Tried to check his swing and say he did not. Said he went. So it'll be strike 2 to Logan. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Bulldog third baseman.
Yeah, uncommitted half swing there. But I agree with you, Jeff. I think the more pitches he sees, the better beat he's going to have on a pitcher who's really came in and given a nice performance and done some nice work for these Pirates. Still got a few big pitches left in his outing.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. It'll be in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Gage Logan.
Tried to just hammer the fastball on the outside corner. Maybe a miss, just based on trying to overthrow. Maybe for Dick in there. Also maybe just trying to throw something really hard to set up off speed later, as we've seen Logan a little bit off balance on that earlier.
Here's the 2-2 pitch from Dickens. Swung on and missed by Logan, so he's going to go down on strikes. for out number 1. And, we talk about Lacey Dickin, just a sophomore.
Yeah.
And he's got a nice arm and a bright future ahead of him. Does this young man from Stanton, Kentucky?
Yeah, he got good size and velocity for a sophomore, really promising. Good action on his pitches. Got more of a slider or something not really traditionally seen very often, in high school baseball and in this area. And a good fastball almost with some kind of sinker action on it.
Tucker Napier laces this one, but right at the center fielder. He hit that one right on the nose, but right at the center fielder, Dylan Carter, for out number 2.
We've seen a lot of outs for Hazard, in that sort of fashion, hard hit balls that are right at somebody or caught or, whatever it may be, but they've really brought good approaches to the plate 1 through 9 with a nice pitch by Dickin there just to stay aggressive and stay over the plate, give his defense a chance, and a nice play by Dylan Carter, once again making that also difficult play of catching a hard hit line drive right at you, especially dealing with the lights and things of that nature.
That will bring Trace Kincaid to the plate for Hazard. First pitch strike from Dickin. 2 outs here now in the top of the 7th inning. Hazard on top 8-5.
Really good execution on the two-seamer there from Dickin as he's able to start it middle and get it to the outside corner.
This one misses away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kincaid. He scored a couple runs tonight. Singled back in the 2nd, walked and scored a run in the 5th. Pitch misses away again. 2 balls, 1 strike to Trace Kincaid.
Not sure if that was the changeup. Just seemed like a little bit of velocity taken off of that one, but not that right to left movement. So, we've seen Trace Kincaid kind of get out there leaning just a little bit. Maybe trying to capitalize on that without having to come into him with the curveball.
This one lifted into left field. It looks like it's going to be trouble. The left fielder has to make a diving catch and does so nicely. That's Levi Wells out and left, stretching out to rob Kincaid of a hit. And now we'll move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Hazard on top, just 3 outs away from advancing to the 14th Region Championship. We'll be back for that half inning after this break right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
How about a cellular plan with no credit check, no contracts, and most features are postpaid? Then visit Appalachian Wireless today, where your connections matter the most, and jump on Forward Pay. Take advantage of $75 off Forward Pay devices. Plans as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. Add 5 gig of data for only $29.99. Add 10 gig of data for only $39.99. Or go unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down. Forward Pay, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
If your sink won't drain just like it should, who you gonna call? If your toilet's clogged and it don't smell good, who can you call? Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything. Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we picked for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hyden.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks. Bottom of the 7th inning. Hazard just 3 outs away from advancing to Friday night's 14th Region Championship. They lead Powell County 8-5. Jeff Campbell and Jarrett Napier, man, it's been a dandy baseball game, Jarrett.
It sure has. A lot of offense in this one, but, still a pretty clean played ball game. Just a few mistakes here and there by pitchers and defenses. Really just as a result of these offenses being so great at putting pressure, on the other team. And it's been a real classic, one of many in the 14th Region Tournament this year.
Max Pelfrey on the mound for Hazard. He'll have to face Levi Wells, Dylan Carter, and Kyle Nickel for Powell County. First pitch strike to Wells. Good start for Pelfrey.
Yeah, 9-1-2. He's got his work cut out for him, but a good start to the bottom of the 7th.
Curveball lifted into left field. Evan Aikman underneath it squeezes it for out number 1, and boy, that first out in the bottom of the 7th inning is always not the most important one, but the most important one.
Yeah, definitely. You got to get yourself off to a good start. You got to get that first out cleanly too. You can't really put people on base and start working yourself into a jam right away. If you can get that leadoff hitter out, it's so helpful. But just a textbook example of what a good curveball and fastball relationship will give you as a pitcher. If you can disguise that curveball and change the velocity, you can create pop-ups like that for easy outs.
First pitch swung on, grounded over to short, fielded on to first to retire Dylan Carter. So 3 pitches for Pelfrey, 2 outs, and Hazard just 1 out away.
Yeah, Carter swinging first pitch there. You might like to see a little bit, more patient of an approach, especially being down to your last couple outs. Maybe try to see a lot more pitches, try to work your way on, try to force a walk or something of that nature. But he's swinging early and gets a second out.
Kyle Nickel coming to the plate now for Hazard, and boy, that last play was a nice play by Isaiah Johnson out there at second, sort of in between hops. Had to field it, then a tough throw to first. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a big curveball. Drops in there, strike 1 to Nickel. Evens the count 1 apiece.
Yeah, the curveball for Pelfrey has been so important for him tonight. He's been able to get it over for the most part. Had a little stint where he struggled with location, but since then it's been good. Really had Nickel out on the front foot.
Follows that up with a pretty fastball. Nickel swings at it, cannot catch up to it. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning.
Same sort of relationship there. Curveball comes back with the fastball. Nickel trying to get that lead foot down, just throws his hands at it late.
Here's the pitch. Curveball just misses upstairs. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pelfrey reached back, trying to throw the, put him away hammer there. Just doesn't drop down into the zone in time.
There's the pitch. Nickel barely gets a piece of it to stay alive. Fouls it off the backstop. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
That one a challenging fastball over the middle of the plate. Pelfrey can throw that here because he's got those first 2 outs with nobody on base. He can be really aggressive and try to just go get Nickel and get himself out of this game.
Pelfrey gets a sign from Davidson. Now Nickel calls time, steps out of the batter's box, or what's left of it.
I think that's a good idea by Nickel. You want to extend the game as long as you can here. You never want to delay or anything, but, get your own.
Here's the pitch. Miss upstairs. Full count now to Kyle Nickel.
Big time pitch coming up here. If you're Hazard, don't want to surrender any kind of base runner. Just want something put in play here. But if you're Powell County, trying to extend the game once again.
Here's the pitch. Laced into center field. Goins comes on. Can't make the catch. It squirts underneath him. Runner's going to second. So Nickel, Goins was sort of in between on that play, and I think he just sort of laid down, tried to keep it in front of him. But it goes underneath him, and Nickel will be at second base for Powell County.
Yeah, it looked like Goins maybe a little bit indecisive as to whether or not he wanted to completely sell out for that ball, or maybe at the last minute holds up, tries to keep it in front of him. It gets by and, gives up an extra base. Not the worst move if you end up making the grab. You put yourself in the next round. But does put a runner in scoring position here and brings Del Rosario to the plate, which, if you just keep it in front of you and play it standing up, is going to happen anyway. But now he comes up with a runner already in scoring position.
Del Rosario, one of the premier hitters here in the 14th region, takes a hefty swing at that one. Can't catch up to it. Strike 1 to the Powell County shortstop.
Yeah, it looked like a curveball from Pelfrey, and not the traditional over-the-middle curveball with an 0-0 count. Catches the corner there.
Curveball misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Essentially, if you're Hazard, that runner at second's not going to beat you. You can still be aggressive and not worry so much about that runner and just sort of play the batter. Here's the pitch to Del Rosario. Catches the inside corner. Strike 2.
Yeah, good hard fastball after a couple of curves to get back in there and set himself up for a 2-strike pitch now. And if you're the infielder for Hazard, can't worry too much about that runner like you said, Jeff. Got to play your position. Can't let anything by you.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Del Rosario lifts it. Second base. Isaiah Johnson underneath it. Catches it for out number 3, and the Hazard Bulldogs advance to Monday night's 14th Region Championship, and they will take on the Engineers of Estill County. Hazard defeats Powell County 8-5 here in the 14th Region Baseball Tournament. We'll go ahead and send it back to the station for one final break. We'll come back and wrap this one up right here on your East Kentucky Sports Network.
Okay, Reward Spot. How much should people earn with free Kasasa Cash checking?
5% APY on balances as high as $25,000.
Every month you qualify? That's so high.
5% APY. 5% APY.
Reward Spot has gone rogue. Free checking, cash rewards. Ask for Kasasa Cash. It's our superpower.
Learn more about Kasasa at People's Bank and Trust Company in Hazard.
APY equals annual percentage yield. Qualifications, rules, limitations apply. Rates and rewards vary by account balance and qualification status. Contact institution for details. Member FDIC.
Recovery and Beyond is open in Vico, and we're also excited to be open in our Hindman location. We're located at Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky on the Hindman Bypass. We treat men and women suffering from substance use. We also assist pregnant mothers with a goal of having healthy babies, providing mat treatment, transportation, emergency food boxes, clothing, and other personal items. In addition to parenting classes, substance use counseling, living skills, peer support, case management services, and much more.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
WSGS.
Welcome back, folks, to Knott County Central High School here at the baseball complex, where the Hazard Bulldogs have just defeated the Powell County Pirates by a score of 8-5, Jared, and they will advance to Friday night's 14th Region Championship game, where they will take on Estill County right here at Knott County Central. First pitch at 6:30 p.m. All-around impressive team win by Hazard.
Yeah, just an excellent baseball game. You know, one of many that we've seen in this 14th Region tournament. It's really been a treat to be here, be around and watch. And, while you hate to see some really great teams end their season, and, teams that played really well and even played really, really great ball games in the games that they lost, you got to be happy for the winners. And, we're, Friday night we're going to meet here and be able to crown a 14th Region champion, and we can, rest assured that it's going to be a quality team. It's been kind of a gauntlet in the 14th Region this year.
Yes, it has. And, sort of the Blue Bloods, advance to the semifinals. When you think Hazard, Powell, Knott County, and Estill, not to discredit anyone else, but, these teams have had phenomenal years. Hazard advancing, and, just a great job on the mound tonight from Isaiah Johnson and Max Pelfrey to limit Powell County's potent offense to just 5 runs, and would have probably been less than that if not for a couple mistakes.
Yeah, they were a really effective 1-2 punch. Credit to Coach Barney and the Hazard staff. Going with Johnson early. Really focusing on location, got a lot of movement, arm side on that fastball, using the curveball pretty well. Good speed change there, but then coming with a harder throwing, older Max Pelfrey later, who's got more of that 12-6 curveball working. They worked well. Johnson goes 4 innings pitched. I've got him for 6 strikeouts unofficially. But a really great performance from a young freshman who could have stepped in and folded whenever he was in a jam immediately with the bases loaded. But he came out with only surrendering the 1 run. Ultimately puts Hazard in a great position to win. You also have to give a lot of credit to Nickel, who turned in a nice start for the Pirates until Hazard really got the bats going, and Dickin, who came in and relieved him and went the rest of the ball game, but had a great performance. But Powell County just coming up a little bit short tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Hazard had 9 hits, scored those 8 runs, 1 hit each from Clint Davidson, Gage Logan, which was a big one, a big 2-run home run. He had 2 RBIs. 1 hit from Tucker Napier, 1 hit from Trace Kincaid, 3 hits from Skylar Cheney, 1 RBI. Talon Goins, a 2 RBI double with his 1 hit. And then Isaiah Johnson had a hit and drove in 2 runs off that single way back in the 2nd inning. So just a phenomenal top-to-bottom performance from Hazard. And once again, they win 8-5 and will play for a 14th Region Championship versus Estill County on Friday night at 6:30 p.m. right here at Knott County Central, Jared, and that should be a good baseball game.
Should be an excellent baseball game. rematch from a region championship, I think 3 years ago at Estill County Equality Ball Club. We got the chance to watch them play against Leslie County in the first round, and they're going to bring a good team in here as well. And, just really excited. I keep saying this, but I think it's certainly going to be a treat to watch that ball game.
I think you're right. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up, folks. For Robbie back at the station, for Jarrett, for Drum Thornsberry singing the 7th inning stretch or the 5th inning stretch, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. For everybody, all of our sponsors, we certainly couldn't do it without you folks. And for everyone tuning in, we know you've got plenty of options to, listen to these games. And Jarrett and I surely appreciate you tuning us in. And until next time, when we'll be back here Friday night for 14th Region Championship Baseball.